Yeah, bro, the fucking gym, man. I have this. We don't record on Wednesdays, innit? You caught me off, man. You caught me off.
I don't need
fully.
your excuses, bro. It's all right.
Bro, I have my PT, innit? I have my PT. I have my PT.
What's that? Penis time.
Yeah. With a fucking 17-foot wide gym instructor.
Pause. We're 60 seconds into the podcast and we've paused already.
So I need to put my other headphones in because these noise cancelling ones I can't hear shit.
Are they cancelling all the noise?
Hold on. Yeah. Yo. Why is this guy pretending to speak? He's such a knob. This guy is so mature. Fucking hell. Right, I'm going to start doing outtakes.
You're going to have to excuse the lamp in the background of my set today.
Lamp, it looks like some prehistoric fucking creature, bruv. It looks like a pterodactyl.
I'll tell you what it is. I've been setting things up. I've been doing some content creation for my OnlyFans. So that's why.
Oh, Lord.
That's why I've got the lamp in the background.
Oh, Lord have mercy, mercy, mercy. Man's got protein pops. It's a bit peak.
That's disgusting, Rob. Come on, man. What's wrong with you? We've started already. This is in the episode.
Wait. I've sent Jax the details, so when he's ready. What are you saying anyway? What's new?
All right, mate. Absolutely nothing is new. Still unemployed. Still haven't DJed for 10 years. Still haven't listened to much new music.
DJ Jigger replied to the tweet before and said we should discuss what we're going to do after DJ.
Funnily enough, we did that episode before the pandemic even happened.
Yeah, do you remember when I was talking about building side hustles and you laughed at me?
Yeah.
How relevant is that conversation now?
I'm going to go back and listen to it actually for some ideas.
Because I remember I was like, yeah, build businesses on the side. He was like, no, you're a part-time DJ if you do that.
That wasn't my exact word.
Yeah, it was. And now all DJs in England are pretty much fucked. No joke.
Yeah, basically.
Cut a long story short.
It's been interesting seeing the DJs that have been really shining are the ones that aren't predominantly club DJs. And I know that sounds like a really, really obvious thing to say, but there are people who have had fingers in pies throughout the music industry, like massively.
Yep, I agree.
Semtex, Charlie Sloth, like all of these kind of people.
This is the thing, like there's a handful of DJs that have just literally took it and ran with it and flipped the whole situation around, which is lit.
Like who?
Just even names that you just mentioned then. Obviously, some of these dudes are already in positions to do a lot of stuff in it. So obviously for residents like us that ain't on the top tier, it becomes a lot harder to make shit happen. Do you know what I mean?
Definitely.
Like I say, a lot of these dudes that have made moves have already, like you say, they got fingers in pies and are already doing it. You get me? So
what's good? What's good?
Oh,
yo,
man coming in sharp.
What up, G's?
How
you doing?
What's happening, my G?
Bro, just surviving 1 minute. Let me just close all this shit down.
It's been a fucking minute, cuz.
How you been?
Yeah, good, man. Good. We was like, right, who can we get on going forward? And I remember, I'm sure I mentioned it to you briefly. I can't remember.
Yeah.
I can't remember where it was.
Just on Twitter, yeah.
And you was like, yeah, let's go.
So Dubl, how you doing?
I'm all right, brother.
Yeah?
Good, man. Yeah, I'm glad to see you got the memo about having the off-white background with the black furniture. That's
of course, standard.
Set up so it's all aesthetically pleasing.
Perfect.
Everything looks completely in sync right now, isn't it?
So, Jax, you're in Dubai right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what's the time there?
4:25.
Okay,
so we're 3 hours ahead. 3 hours ahead,
yeah. Why did I think it? I've been thinking it's 4 hours all this
But
time. It's never been 4.
No, it is, of course, but like we don't.
We're on British summertime. That's
our hours don't change. You know how you go back an hour and forward an hour.
Dubai doesn't change the clock.
Right.
Can you hear me all right and everything?
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, you sound good. So it's only the Brits that do that backwards shit where we just like cut an hour out.
That should stop, man. You know, I think I'm not entirely sure why why it started, but I read somewhere that it was to do with farming. So like back in the
Really?
day when it was predominantly like a
Only
farm.
Dubl would know something like that.
Farm, like I did not expect it to be
grew up in the
anything to do with
countryside,
farming.
man. I grew up in the countryside, so of course I know this stuff. But yeah, I might be wrong. Someone might actually correct me on this, but I read somewhere that it was to do with farming, and through the summertime, basically, it gave the farmers more light or something by shifting the clocks. It allowed the working day.
Or like to what, harvest the crops and that.
I guess so, yeah. But I mean,
Yeah, maybe.
it sort of doesn't really make sense because you'd think they'd change it in the winter to give you more light in the winter. Because when the clocks change, it gets dark at like 3 p.m.
This is the best way to open up this week's podcast.
Yeah,
talking about daylight savings for the farmers.
And now we're talking about the farming industry.
That's how you know. That's how you know we're bored right now.
Bro,
Yeah.
how is everything for you anyway back there? Like, just cracking on, fam. This week's been a madness for you, no?
This week's been a bit. Where I am, it's been it's a bit mad. Like Liverpool obviously got completely locked off.
You were working at Inc, no?
Yeah, I've been playing at Inc the last couple of weeks.
Bro, I seen some videos of it though. It looked like it was. it was.
The entire lockdown in the north of the country is because of Stylus, basically.
No, it's fucking not at all.
In Liverpool, getting on the mic, like saying, fuck the masks, everyone kiss each other,
bro, behave
spit
yourself.
at each other, let's get out here, party.
Bro, to be fair, to be fair, Inc is pretty calm with it. It was bloody Top Boy, them rooftop things were getting a bit crazy, but I'm not
technically outdoor.
What do you want me to do? Do you know what I mean? I'm not fucking running around the dance, making sure everyone puts their masks on and stays out of the way.
It's not up to you, really, is it?
That's it. I'm keeping my head down. So,
Sty, were you wearing a mask while you were DJing?
I did at the last one. It's bruv, that's a workout in itself.
Yeah. That's mandatory out here.
I was gonna say, have you guys got to wear the mask at all times in the booth? Yeah,
all time. The rules are mad out here right now. Like,
this is why we wanted to get you on, bro, because we speak about Dubai quite a lot. So like, who better to get on than someone who's been living out there for the last couple of years?
Yeah, so masks are mandatory. They have been like since the start. Like, but they are like everywhere in Dubai. So just to walk to like in UK, I think if you're in a shop, you have to wear one. Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, it's like
no,
here.
Actually, but it's not mandatory.
You can actually contest it and they just say okay.
No, because here's the thing, yeah. Sorry to cut you, Jax, but I actually do all of my food shopping now. So I do the weekly food shop there, but I go at 10 o'clock. 10 p.m. is when I go to the There's no one else in the store. Perfect. It's like it's a Tesco, but it's tucked away, so it's not like a busy, really busy Tesco. Anyway, I go at 10 o'clock. I don't wear a mask because there's literally no one else in there. So because I don't like doing it, man. Like
it's like it's full on law here. Like and the way they, I read something in the UK where it's like 46% of the fines didn't even get paid, like from COVID fines. Right, only 46% of the fines did get paid. Sorry, whereas over here it's like. They like go on your Emirates ID, I think, or something like this. So like when you try and leave the country, they bring up all your fines. So like you have to pay them.
Right.
Dubai's efficient though, man. The UK try and do anything like that, and it just doesn't work.
I like it, but there's no fucking about out here as well. Like you know what you've got to do, you know what you can't do. Like there's no like masks from next Monday or like anything like that.
This is where the UK
tomorrow. In fact, tonight it's like. We had the new rules come in 3 weeks ago about no DJs after 1 a.m.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. So the venue, like normal venues would open at 4, maybe some go as late as 7. And then Thursday is like Friday night, by the way, out here.
Yeah,
like that's how the weekend works. You know what I mean? So that's the start of the weekend, Friday night, busiest night. 12 o'clock, midday, guidelines come out. Every venue has to close at 3. And no DJs after 1 a.m.
So what happens at 1? It's just no music, but it stays open.
Mixtape,
DJ cable warm up.
So yeah. So what I do now is this is the weirdest shit because like I'll go to the club at 10. We'll open at 10, but 10 till 11, no one's there. You know what I mean? That's warm up. But 10 till 11, I get there and record my main set.
Right.
So
you're pre-recking your main set when you get there.
With no one else in the club, with no alcohol in my system, like
what?
Super wooden. So I'll 10 till 11. I'll record my main set and put it on at 1,
That makes sense, I guess, if you've got to stop playing at 1.
Yeah,
time-wise, it makes sense, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, but if you're just playing a turn-up hour at 1, like, you may as well just be fucking DJing, right?
This is what I don't understand. I mean, I can't.
What's
like,
the difference?
Jack's just said then he loves Dubai. He loves Dubai because it's clean cut. And there's no you got to wear masks on this day, but
yeah,
but I don't understand. Like,
I DJ box, there's no one around you, so what's the difference?
This is the thing. It's probably safer to have me in there than be out on a table with someone, with other people. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It's weird. Like, it's the weirdest feeling as well. Press and play on your mix and like looking around and seeing
everyone's getting gassed off your mix.
Yeah, all like looking like dead. Like, what the fuck's this? Like, because once you've done it, you can't change nothing. You know what I mean? Like, if they don't like a song, but you like 3 verses of it, so you've got fucking 3 verses on there. Like,
do you feel like you're losing out on the warm up a little bit as well? Because like when I do the whole night somewhere, I really enjoy that first empty hour.
Same.
Yeah.
Same. Like and I think majority of DJs have that because it's like,
I do. I've kind of had to lock it down to like half an hour. Like, I'll do my main set 10 till 11, and then 11 till half 11 is I've got to just have half an hour of. That's when I'll take 2 shots. Play some good shit. Loosen up. You know what I mean?
Jax hasn't changed. He hasn't changed a bit, has he?
Sure.
So how long you? Go on, Dubs.
No, I was going to say. So in terms of Dubai, anyway, I've never actually been, but I've heard a lot about it. They're very, very strict with their laws and rules, anyway, aren't they? Because I remember several years ago. Do you remember Fabio and Groove Rider, the drum and bass guys from Radio 1?
I only heard about this the other day.
I think Groove Rider. I'm pretty sure it was Groove Rider. It
was smoking, wasn't it?
He got caught with a joint at the airport or something, and that was it. I think he got like 3 years in jail.
Yeah, he did some time, man.
The height of their Radio 1 employment. So like their show was one of the biggest drum and bass shows in the country. And
I've heard this story. I didn't know it was them, but I've heard this story.
Yeah, Fabio and Groove. I'm pretty sure it was Groove Rider. It could have been Fabio, but I'm 99% certain it was Groove Rider. And yeah, I think he did like 3 years or something in a Dubai prison.
Crazy.
For having joined. I'm like, someone again is probably going to fact check me on this.
No.
I don't know what I'm allowed to say out here because, like, if I don't know who, Dubai are pretty strict with like.
I was gonna ask, like, because I know, is it FaceTime you're not allowed to use that there, or is it?
Yeah, there's no FaceTime, there's no WhatsApp video, there's no Instagram video, Snapchat, anything like that. Like,
wow, no
Zoom.
Wow,
no, you can't do any Instagram. You can't do any video calls, basically.
Okay. That's crazy.
Why is that?
If Jax gets gaffled in the middle of this podcast and just disappears off screen, someone call the UK embassy.
Yeah, please, yeah.
10 ballied up guys just run in and put a bag over his head and rush him straight back out again.
I don't know what the reasons are, but yeah, if you buy a Mac over here or you buy a iPhone over here, they don't even have FaceTime on.
Okay, so it just comes. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Bruv, UK's gonna end up like that soon. The way things are going, they're trying to control us, Jax.
Oh mate, it's
what's
crazy.
going on?
Jax, have you been out there the whole time?
Nah. So I came back in
the UK for a bit, didn't you?
Yeah, we locked down out here. When did you lock down in UK?
March 23rd.
March. Yeah. Okay.
So I think we were pretty much the start of March. We locked down out here, and I had like 3 weeks. And you know, my mom's she's like a hippie conspiracy kind of woman, you know what I mean? So she was like, she was like, I feel like they're gonna close airspace, like, but I feel like it could be like for 3 years, like airspace gone. Right. She was like, please just come back. And out here, I was kind of on my own anyway. I'm on my ones. I've done like 3 weeks, and I was like, I need just for my mental health, like I needed to go back. I felt like I needed to go back to the UK, you know what I mean? Because I didn't know how long it was going to be like this for. And it was a good chance to see family. Remember, the only time I get off a year is Ramadan, really.
Ramadan, right?
I get 1 month off. And basically, if I missed that, it would be another year before I got back. So I was like, I just need to go back. Like, I literally caught the last flight to London. So lucky. I like going through Dubai airport at that point as well. Like, everything had been locked off. Like, duty free, obviously everything's closed. Like,
Yeah, was that not a bit weird traveling in like the peak of it?
Such a surreal experience, like, and it was brand new then as well. So like people didn't know like
It felt like the end of the world,
rules.
man.
Yeah, bro, it was so. Imagine Dubai Airport, is the biggest airport in the world, and like everything's just like lights off, like no. Like there was literally like two. No, bro, there was like 2 flights a day at this point, like worldwide. Like
wow,
not just to the UK or anything. Like it was so surreal. Like I got some videos. I'll send you some videos of the actual airport. It's crazy.
Yeah, because I remember seeing some videos from out there when it first hit, and like you guys had like drones flying around at night, like cleaning the streets and shit.
Streets and
then like we're out here.
Yeah, you know what? I'm glad you brought that up because
there's absolutely nothing.
Bro, there's so much stuff. Like I said, again, I've never been to Dubai, so my only what's the word? Experience of Dubai. Yeah. My only impression of Dubai, sorry, is what I've seen on social media and videos, basically. So inside the clubs and that. But this drone thing is one thing I wanted to bring up because I saw a video.
It looks fire.
But these days, you don't know what's real and what's fake. Innit? So I didn't know. Like, someone could have just superimposed that and been like, "Look, Dubai are cleaning the place with robots now."
Yeah.
But was that a real thing? Were they really flying drones around?
I mean, I didn't see anything because obviously you're not allowed. We had curfew at this point.
Indoors.
Right.
So for 3 weeks we had a curfew where you had to like apply for a permit to leave the house, and you weren't
leave your house.
Yeah, even to go for groceries, you were allowed 3 a week, I think.
Wow.
At the end of it.
So that's a proper lockdown.
Yeah. Proper lockdown, and that was only between the hours of like 10 and 6 as well. Like after that, it was like, nah, you can't. No.
So 6 p.m. you have to stay in your house.
I think it might have been 8 p.m. Yeah, you have to stay. You can't have a permit to go to the grocery shop or anything like that.
You can't be out in the street.
It's like that. After 8 p.m. they were sanitizing. That's what it was, a big sanitization program basically.
Right.
So they were just cleaning everything, the mall.
At this point, you're on your own then as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that must have been.
I live with a couple of guys, but like one of them went back. He went home first.
Okay.
So there was like me and one other, but like really, you know, like I was like stressful.
Yeah, bro, that's the thing, especially, bro, I remember going to Dubai on my own for like 4 days and like, even then just feeling a little bit lost, so staying out there for weeks, like, especially in the middle of what's going on there. I bet it was just eerily calm.
It was so weird, man. Like as soon as like we knew it was serious when the mall got locked off.
Okay.
What, sorry?
They closed the mall.
Dubai Mall got locked off. Like Dubai Mall is like the biggest shit out here, you know what I mean? And when they locked that off, I was like, oh shit, this is serious. Like they really
I bet you've been spraying in Dubai. How long you been there now? 2 years?
Coming up 2 years. Yeah, 11 months exactly today, yeah.
Have you been finding it overall, bro? Like,
you know what it is?
Living out there.
I love it, bro.
If you're warm to it, yeah, I bet you do.
Yeah, like I love it, bro. It's right up my street. I mean, the summers are difficult because it's just so hot. It's just so hot.
It's unbearably hot out there, man.
Is it still hot at night time? Sometimes some of these really hot countries
in the summer
at night.
In the summer,
obviously not as hot at night, but like they get cold at night sometimes.
Nah, bro. In the peak of the summer, like July, August, bro, you cannot escape this heat. Like even 3 o'clock.
When you open the door and it feels like you're getting smacked in the face, man.
You'll come out the club at 4 o'clock in the morning and you drive to the taxi, you're sweating. You know what
dripping.
I mean? Like, you're dripping. It's intense. But now, like from October, bro, it's getting so nice out here now. Like,
bro, is that your pool that I keep seeing on Instagram?
No. That's a beach.
Oh, is it? I swear, I was thinking this guy got a pool on his balcony.
Bro, when we first moved out here,
what is going on?
When we first moved, because Sammy came with me, obviously at the start. Me and Sammy both rolled out together, and now we had a pool at the crib. The first place we moved, we had a pool at the crib. It was delicious, bro.
You're living.
I've moved like more central now, like right next to Dubai Mall, City Walk. So.
Oh, okay.
It's not like pools and shit, but there's beaches around and easy enough.
Oh, but you know what? Yeah, it's something that I've looked and thought about doing for like every year. I'm going to Dubai, me, and I just never have the balls to just take the leap. And every year I see like one of my homies will go out there and then I'll never see him again.
You just got to like
Jack's left, never to be seen again. You know?
Innit? No,
obviously Devon's out there. My boy Mitchell from back in the day, he was an old manny DJ, like Manchester veteran.
Years ago when
I don't even know where he is now. He like disappeared off planet Earth.
Yeah, he was still out here when I first came up, but I haven't heard from him in a long time. He was one of the first DJs I seen out here. I used to come out like 5 years ago because I kind of knew I wanted to move to Dubai. You know,
okay.
Like I kind of knew I needed something after Newcastle, but I didn't. Like,
is it a lifestyle thing, bro? Is it the having the sun and the
So a lot of it's to do with that. So in the winter in the UK, I can get myself in a bad mental space because dark nights, late nights.
Because it's depressing here, bro.
You know,
Newcastle is cold as well.
Freezing, you know what I mean? And like, if you're working hard over winter, like 5 nights a week or something, and by the time you get home and sleep, it's becoming daylight, and by the time you wake up, it's becoming dark.
Yeah, you get like 2 hours of proper daylight.
It used to just get me in like a dark hole, you know what I mean? I was like, I need some sun, like I need to be in a place where like there is sun, and if I need it, like, because I know that even if I'm hungover or like in a bad place, if I take a walk down the beach, bro, like
sun will fix it.
I'm good. Like mentally, like it helps me. Really helps me.
So real. If you have a hangover when you're on holiday, it's like, yeah, we'll crack on. You have a hangover at home, in bed, takeaway on deck.
3 days straight.
Jump in the pool out here and you're good, bro. Like you're good. So like I kind of knew it wasn't just a lifestyle thing. It was more like that was a lot to do with it. The winters in the UK. Plus, it sounds bad, but I started to get sick of students.
Doesn't sound bad. That is completely understandable.
Oh,
like
yeah, you can say it to us, mate.
Doesn't sound bad at all.
I was like, I need something. Like, I don't want. Like, I love DJing. Like, I want to do this for a lot longer. But I just didn't feel like, for me, the students fucking vexed me, bro. Like, every year they just got messier and messier. And like they couldn't party, they didn't know how to party. Like even the freshers, but like you think freshers is going to be some amazing thing, and then they're all done by 12:30.
Yeah,
I'm
glad you brought this up, Jax, man, because freshers, it's just gas most times.
100%.
Obviously, it's a great time for us because obviously the work comes flying in, like money, like we're making money in that. But I think it's gas most of it.
Same here. You'll find a few good events that do throw their parties properly, but the rest of them are just get the students in, get them as drunk as fuck as early as they can. Like there's nothing, and the students, they're drinking from 6 o'clock.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
By 12:30,
you know, my experience of
12:30 is pushing it if they last that long.
The regular weekly nights that become student fresher nights. So like I do a Monday and a Tuesday that are student nights. They're always really, really good. But I think it's because they're on every week throughout term. So people know what time to get there. They know to pace themselves. They're going till 4, blah, blah, blah.
And I feel like
ones that pop up just as freshers. So it's a Wednesday that's never ever on, only in freshers. That's the one where it's like it's messy.
Time of the year where 17 nights pop up and like and about 16 of them disappear by the first week of October.
100%.
Every year, every DJ is like, got 79 bookings in September. By October, I've got about 10 left.
Yeah.
You know that's real.
It's so real, bro. So real. So yeah, I used to get like, I started just to get a bit anxious about like having to do this. Like, and I don't hold that against anyone who can do that. For me, it wasn't something I was still really enjoying. I kind of liked the not the nice turn up, but like a little bit bougie turn up. Like, you know, I enjoyed that. Like, I know if I went out,
he's a table for.
No, it's not even that. But even if I went out with my girl, like to a night out, like I want somewhere where like it's. I feel like I look around, I'm like, I feel nice here. Like, not like fucking hell. Why she got her shoes off in the corner, like puking in the corner. Yeah, puking in the corner.
Girls.
Yeah. Like,
is it safe to say that it started feeling like a bit of a chore? Because I know it felt like that for me before
Like,
lockdown. Like the student events just got to the. I enjoyed them to an extent, but it was just more of.
I was lucky.
I don't know.
I was lucky because I had Love Door on a Tuesday, which was a student event, but it had the local following as well. So like, it didn't feel like I was madly doing a student event. You know what I mean? And then, so my residencies were the Tuesday, and then I'd have Jalu as well. Like Jalu is calm. So it never became DJ never became a chore for me, because all that happened is I started giving up trying to pick up extra work. Like,
okay.
Because I'd avoid it. Like, I'd be like, I know what this night's like. Like,
yeah. So
like, I'm happy. I'm happy doing what I'm doing, but then at the same time, I was like, I can't just do these for forever. You know what I mean? I was like, I just needed, like, I knew I wanted to keep going, and I tried to do like the around the UK thing a bit, and but traveling is a killer. Like,
it's a bitch.
Yeah. You guys both do it a lot, and like, like that's no sleep. First train back in the morning. Sometimes like gig the next night.
I've had this conversation with so many DJs, haven't we, about the travel and like the grind that goes on behind it all. People,
and you end up
just see the booth. They just see the hour in the booth where we're turning up.
For sure, you end up spending a lot of your wages anyway as well. Like, just on like foods, and then like you go link with someone when you get to the city, so it's food again, like blah 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 blah, taxis. So just it was like, but I kind of knew I had in my head to buy, like, I'd been out here for like 4 years, like 3 times a year, like trying to work out how I could maneuver. And then it worked out. Obviously, Devon's over here as well, so I always knew I had a base. Like, it was kind of like, a lot of people, when I had time for a holiday, instead of going on holiday somewhere, I'd just be like, I'll go stay at Devon's in Dubai. Like, it just became like every time I go away, I'll go to Dubai.
Sick.
Because I knew it, like.
Because you and Devon were homies when he was in Newcastle, right? Before.
Oh, years ago, yeah. He's literally the guy that got me into DJing. Like, it's crazy how it's come full circle. Like, now we've done nights out here together and shit. Like,
yeah, that's like Dev's a G, man. I think last time I was out there, he took me under his wing, took me out on the quads and that in the sand dunes. Nearly died.
Yeah,
of course. That's what I want to do. That's one of the things that I want to do. I want to nearly die on a quad bike in Dubai.
The quads are so fun, man. But
I see every single rapper that goes to Dubai,
for sure,
bikes on the sand dunes in their videos.
Yeah, you can't go to Dubai without hitting the dunes
so badly, man.
Yeah, it's sick. It's a good experience.
Is there still travel restrictions to go out to? Because I know Play was out there recently. Like, can we come over or?
Yeah, you can come over. All you just got to turn up to at the UK airport with the negative test.
Okay, right. So
but you can travel here, and you're fine here. They just changed it, so you don't need a negative test. You used to have to. Cause my girl was out like 3 weeks ago as well, and she had to get a negative test to leave Dubai as well.
Oh, so you got to get one to go in and out. Right.
Yeah, but you don't have to anymore. Just in.
Okay.
Right.
But I don't know what the restrictions are as far as like when you're back in the UK and quarantine, isolating or.
Yeah, they're doing this whole you got to self isolate, but I'm gonna say it. Ain't no one self isolating, bro.
And
I'm just gonna say it. Like, let's not sugarcoat it.
How are they even policing that? I went to Germany recently, and we had to drive through France and Belgium to get there. And we went on the Eurostar, so obviously, like, if they see our tickets, they know we had to drive there. Bruv, no one's checked. I've not even had to, we had to fill in this piece of paper. Didn't even get asked to hand it in. So I've just in the car when I got home, there was just a piece of paper that said,
you still got the piece of paper, like with all your details on where you're
away now. But yeah, there was absolutely no checks whatsoever. As it happens, we didn't stop in France or Belgium because we didn't. Germany was safe, but France and Belgium, you'd have to quarantine for 2 weeks. So we just didn't stop. We just went all the way through. But no one checked that.
It's impossible to police that kind of stuff, man. Like, unless you're gonna close the borders for a bit and just lock everyone in.
Yeah, but you know what? It's too late.
Let it blow over. It's too late.
In my opinion, what they should have done in the UK was be like, right, okay, here's what's going to happen. We've got this problem. So everyone that lives here, if you're abroad, you've got 2 weeks to get back. Then we're shutting it. And if you don't live here, starting from tomorrow, you can't come here, basically, until this is. any holidays that are booked for people to come to England. Sorry.
But that did happen, no?
No. They shut some of the airports for, I think, 2 or 3 days. But
Okay.
it was,
I don't think Manchester airport. I don't think our airport got shut at all.
No, it hasn't.
I know Gatwick did, but there was definitely flights.
But like but not like essential flights. You know, it wasn't like people just coming over on holiday.
No, I think holidays got cancelled, but I don't like they didn't.
It's a madness.
Proper strict with it.
But I feel like that's what should have happened.
Yeah, 100%. But literally, put it out there. So anyone, especially this would count for like the travelers and stuff in Australia who are worried about it and want to come back. Just literally be like, right, you've got 2 weeks to get home, and then all flights are stopping. And yeah, if you're not from here, it sounds like a proper right-wing thing to say, but you know the context of what I'm saying. But if you're not from here, don't come here right now. Please don't clip that bit out and post it.
Yeah, that's this week's soundbite. Dubl's career's over. Oh, it's the UK, man. They don't know how to do things in a good fashion,
The
organized manner.
Yeah, and the problem with the whole nightlife stuff, obviously, I keep up on it. Like, I'm in a couple of the groups and stuff, so I kind of know what's going on in the UK, and like, I put my 2 cents in of what's happening in Dubai and stuff. But the problem is in the UK and everywhere, to be honest, the people making the decisions about hospitality and nightlife have never been a part of hospitality or nightlife, and have never experienced it. They don't know how it works. So like
Ed Woodward at United.
Yeah. So they're coming up with plans.
Double space.
Yeah, just like him.
That just doesn't. It doesn't work. Like it's mind blowing.
I don't think they actually care about the nightclub scene either. So I think these guys are happy to just stick us on the back burner. I know their camp has never been a fan of like creative and arts in general anyway. So
no, of course not, because if you look at it from their perspective, all it is it's the young people, and you got to remember all of these MPs and all the people making the decisions are old as fuck, bro. Like, they're older. Most of them are older than the actual laws that they're discussing. Do you know what I mean? It's not old as fuck.
Yeah, but they've never been to a nightclub. They've never been to a festival. They've never like experienced any of that. Like.
It's such a massive part of the culture here, man. Like,
I know.
But it's not, bruv. It's not just the culture. It's actually like part of the. I guess actually, culture. That's probably is the best way.
I think so now.
So many people are working Monday to Friday so that they can party Friday night and Saturday night. So yeah, I guess you're right. That is the culture side of it. But yeah, taking nightlife away and just allowing it to kind of just rot and die is.
It's the same with the theatres at the minute though. Like my sister, she's a stage manager in theatres, and I kind of thought they would be bailed out because it's quite like a middle class thing to do, isn't it? So I thought, we're going to be fucked, but okay, they might save the theatres, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But she's still like she's working at 9 to 5 now, like
man,
pay the mortgage, you know what I mean? Like it's tough out there. She's a stage manager. They can't rehearse, they can't plan anything because they can't sell tickets. They can only sell, imagine 1,000 seats, but you can only sell 200 of them.
200,
it's not even enough to stay afloat, that is it?
Oh no!
I mean the big productions as well. Their overheads are massive.
Yeah, exactly. Like
huge because of
everything has to change. So like,
I
really thought I thought they would get some kind of bailout because it's like I said, like you said, it's quite a higher class thing, like go to the theatre. But they've fucked them as well. The whole arts sector is just.
I'm sure I seen a picture. I think Piers Morgan might have posted it on his Twitter yesterday, and it was one of the bigger theatres in London.
Arsene Wenger's thing.
Yeah,
I see it.
The theatre's rammed, bruv.
I literally just
there
seen
with
it
masks
before.
on, and I'm like, how? I don't get how like football, maybe a bit more boisterous and a bit louder, but outdoors, for one, or a theatre with, I don't know, 1,000 whatever people in it, and everyone sat there in masks, like indoors. I just don't understand. Like when we said before about wish-washy like rules.
Yeah.
Like where's the? I don't understand where.
I don't understand how that was allowed to run.
It's mad, that, isn't it? Arsene Wenger, chew goat.
Yeah, like what? Just because it's like privately done or something. I don't know how that's managed to happen. Like,
I don't get
really
that.
don't.
What's the situation in Dubai then with like public spaces? Like, is everything open?
Everything's open.
Everything's open as normal? Yeah.
Water parks open, beaches open.
Mad.
Malls are open.
Oh, fuck this, Dubl. I'm getting off, mate.
Like,
yeah. Buy me a ticket.
Literally, the only thing is the clubs out here. Like, a lot aren't open, a lot didn't open, and the ones that did open changed to a lounge.
Okay, so that's what the people are kind of doing here. A lot of the bars are going.
Yeah.
A lot of the clubs are turning into like bar restaurants to like get around the loopholes.
Yeah. We were lucky because we had a kitchen from way back. Like,
okay, nice.
We had to install a kitchen to originally open. You know, when I moved out, we didn't open for like 6 months. Do you remember that? Like,
I remember
saying about that. You kind of put everything up and went out.
Jax is having a 6-month holiday here. Chilling, mate.
Yeah, but that was tough as well. Yeah, like that was tough as well because obviously we're contracted, so we weren't allowed to DJ anywhere else. But we couldn't DJ. But our club wasn't open, so it was like,
oh shit. So that's mad. So you were out there for 6 months, but you couldn't play anywhere else. But the club wasn't open. So you was just essentially just like chilling, networking.
Yeah,
getting your feet under the table.
But for me, it actually worked out perfect. For Sammy, I think he didn't enjoy it too much because he got like obviously about the work thing. But for me, I took it as kind of like the perfect time to just be out, meet people, like fully network. It was hard because you couldn't say like they couldn't hear you spin or they couldn't invite them to the club. So like you know how it is. Oh, I'm a DJ. Where do you DJ? Oh, the place isn't open. Yeah. You know how it is if someone comes to you like that, you're like,
yeah, great.
Gives a go. Like, no. So it was like, it was a weird 6 months, but it was great for networking. And it was cool because like I'd kind of, by then I was working with DJ City and stuff. So like I had that name that like people knew, so even if they didn't hear me spin, they knew. Oh, if he's
having that DJ City affiliate, I guess that just gives you a little bit of
like everyone uses it out here as well. So like,
sick.
Calm.
So is there a DJ City Dubai? Because obviously they've got one in America, they've got one in the UK.
No, we don't have a site like the Spanish one does and stuff like that. But we have like I'm officially like regional manager over here now, and we do the link ups and
okay, sick.
We have people like
boss. That's the Middle East boss, you know.
Yeah, so like that was perfect. Like the 6 months that I couldn't DJ was kind of me setting up the DJ City side of it. Moving towards it, you know, networking to move towards it, you know, to be able to do the link ups and stuff like that. Like, so for me, it worked out good.
What's the DJ community in Dubai like? Because obviously you've come from Newcastle, where it's very cliquey, but in a good way. Like everybody in Newcastle is in the clique, basically. Everyone loves everyone, and that's one thing I've always mentioned on the podcast is like how much I love the DJ community in Newcastle. It's not like any other city.
It was amazing,
and the level of DJs in Newcastle as well is like super high, bro. Compared to
for a small city. Like,
it's crazy.
Like,
that is crazy.
Newcastle is a very small city, and there's like a lot of dope DJs.
Yeah,
there's something in the water in Newcastle, you know.
There is, and you know what?
There's got to be because it runs through the city.
I haven't been to Newcastle ever and been disappointed by a DJ that I've heard.
No,
I'm pretty sure I've been to most places in Newcastle. I think I've been to most venues in Newcastle now.
Yeah.
They've never
like everyone's super dope. Everyone's super like everyone gets on as well. But like the kind of teamwork of it, like that's definitely just born from play.
Right.
Okay.
Like
he's not the first person to say that either.
He just instilled that there, like from early. Like as soon as DJ City like kind of started becoming a thing, and like he would just get people together, and then it would just be like. Once you spend time with people and you actually get on with them as well, like
this is the thing. You see people on social media, but you don't like. You always get a perception in your head, but most times it's not even. You meet the people, and you're like, "Oh, this guy's actually a G."
Yeah,
you know what I want.
For sure. Yeah, 100%. But he just instilled that for me, like as in like, oh, we're working together. Like this is how we're going to do it now. And then when you see him do things that went from like I don't know, saying 14 DJs in Newcastle in the first DJ City lab, bringing them together. And then like 6 months later, you see him pull off this DJ City, the first DJ City link up where there's like 100 DJs. And you're like,
yeah, that's
bro, like, no, like I need to work I need to act like this. Like I need to like hold myself like this. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And it's not a fake thing. It's like, this is dope. Like, it's amazing what's just happened. Like, that's what I want to, and I think that just came to everyone. Like now it's like generations down, like almost.
I feel like Newcastle set the level for the rest of the country, innit? Like even just the couple of link ups. Like was the first one was in that? Was it the Nando's one?
Nando's one was the first one, yeah.
And then going forward to like the last one we went to, which was the one in the Arches one, it under the tunnels.
Yeah.
Like obviously started in Newcastle and brought the community together there, but the whole of England, and then people from Ireland, and then I'm sure some DJs from Europe even came into the UK one. So you just see how the energy and that vibe is just spread.
See, like 12 of us rolled down from Newcastle, which is as far as London as you can get in the UK.
That's right, it's not close. It's not close to London, man.
And like we're gonna see play next week, you know what I mean? But like we're still coming down, like to support, like to meet other people. Like it's dope. But as far as the Dubai community out here, it's actually pretty sick. Like when I first came.
Did it take a minute to get like, did you have to maneuver your way in and like rub shoulders with a couple of these cats just to get, you know what I mean, build a little.
6 months was for.
That 6 months must have been perfect, isn't it? Then
it really was. Like now I look back on it, it was. At the time I was like, I want to DJ, I want to DJ, I want to DJ. Like if I'd go somewhere and I'd be like, I just want to DJ, you know what I mean? But like it was still, now I look back on it, it was perfect.
Yeah.
But I always thought that Dubai, well, I don't know why, I don't know how this got put in my head, but I thought kind of all DJs out here were going to be whack.
There you go.
He said it. All the DJs in Dubai are whack.
No, wait.
I'm just gonna edit that one bit out and just cut and just make everything just take that.
I said my I thought it was gonna be preconception was that it was kind of like image people that like are there for the wrong reasons. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Instagram DJs. Basically.
Bro, there's some dope DJs out here.
There's some hard DJs in Dubai. Fucking hell.
Fucking tough DJs out here. And even the ones that aren't like in the biggest clubs, there's dope DJs doing brunches and stuff. Like there's a lot of dope DJs that you know, have like come from, I don't know, somewhere not Europe. So they might not be able to get in the same places, but they're dope DJs. So there's dope DJs in like weird venues. Like it's really strange.
Is there many DJs from Dubai DJing in Dubai? Because it seems like
not loads.
DJ from
it feels
Dubai
like they're from everywhere except actually Dubai.
No, there's a few. There's Bliss, who's like one of the biggest DJs out here.
Oh, I've heard of Bliss. He does a radio show as well, right?
Yeah, he does a lot of the vlogs and stuff like this. He's
I think
pretty
I've seen
big
him
out here.
Also. Yeah.
Danny Neville's out here. He's one of the biggest DJs. And who else?
And he's from Dubai.
Chris Fid, yeah. All these, but there's not many.
Right.
There's not many. Like a lot.
I can't think of any more after them that are like
I've
out
heard
here.
Of Bliss, but I haven't heard of that.
Yeah, but I feel like Bliss has been out here forever. I remember coming across him back in the day.
He's got an agency out here. He's got a barber shop. He's about like he's a tough hard worker as well. Like
sick.
He's dope.
Go on.
No, that's so like I thought the levels were going to be less, and I was happy that they weren't. You know what I mean? Like because you want to be surrounded by dope DJs. You want to like a bit of competition, but like friendly competition, healthy competition. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And there is some clicks, but that's going to happen anywhere, especially in a bigger city. Yeah. Not everyone can just meet at Nando's because there's like different parts of Dubai. You know what I mean? Like some people live fucking miles away and stuff like that. Just people naturally become in different cliques because it's almost like 3 cities in one. Right. Downtown, and there's Marina, then there's the you know what I mean? So like people stay in different parts, and I don't really go downtown. I mean, I don't really go to Marina because I've got everything in downtown, blah, blah, blah. And people are the same. So like there is clicks, but that's kind of natural. I don't think it's like this clique hates this clique. I think it's like,
it's not like gang clique.
No,
where they don't fuck with each other. It's like just more like pockets of people.
Yeah, it's just like them 5 chill together. If they link up with these 5, then they do. But if they don't, but they might not that often. You know what I mean? But it's no like hate. Okay. And the link ups have been testament to that, man. The first one we did, we had like 80 DJs. The second one we did ended up being like 130 DJs. Like
sick.
Like,
that's sick.
Super sick. Like,
I didn't even know there was that many DJs in Dubai.
That's the thing. Again, this comes back to
people really bought into it.
Everything that I've seen about Dubai being from social media, brother. I thought Dubai had like 8 venues.
No.
Are you crazy? No. Dubl's living on a different planet here.
Well,
this is what I'm saying about my perception of Dubai. It's such a small one, and it's like looking at it through a keyboard.
So let me tell you about Dubai. It's kind of the same as every city, like as in like you have your major venues, and there's maybe like 10 major venues, like 10. It'll be like world-renowned venues,
key spots. Yeah.
You know, like the Whites.
That's the one I know about. Right?
You know, Toy Room. People have heard of these places all around. So there's maybe like 10 of them. But the difference between Dubai and other cities in Europe and stuff is, one, the brunches. So there's brunches every day of the week. People Sundays.
Jax is living the life, you know.
You know
the way my man's selling it to us right now. I'm loving this.
One, it's a holiday
brunches every day of the week.
Flights, so keep speaking, mate. I'm just searching for flights.
Even if they're not like big brunches, you know, like even if it's just like a pool. The pool are going to put a DJ on. So like their venues. And then every hotel has probably got a bar or a club in it. Mm-hmm. And there's so many hotels. So they might not be popping spots. They might not be like, there is work. You know what I mean? Like, as in like you could do 3 brunches or 3 pool parties and 3 restaurants in different hotels.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like you might not, like, it's different because for us guys, I know, like, I've never really been like the restaurant DJ. Like I like the club vibe. Like I like the feel of that. Like background music is, and there's a skill to it. There's a lane for it. So
we're all restaurant DJs in England now, mate.
Same out here at the minute. Pretty much same out here at the minute. But like I like the club. The club, the turn up vibe, the busy club. So like there is maybe, there's 10, 15 venues of that ilk out here. But there's so many other venues.
So in regards to getting bookings, obviously you're contracted to a certain venue. If someone was to come out, could you do like what you do in England where you can go and tap into all these venues and there wouldn't be any like issues? Or is it one of the, if you play over there, you can't play over here? Or there's politics everywhere, isn't it? So
there's a lot of politics, but I mean, like
we don't want to get him into trouble.
But like,
if it's controversial, I'm just saying no comment. We know.
I'm only asking because if I ever decide to come out, I want to know if I can go and play at all these venues without
basically
getting beefed.
A lot of club owners would prefer that you just play for them. You know what I mean? And sometimes that's fair if they're paying your hotel, they're paying your flights.
100%. Of course. Yeah, damn
but
right.
Sometimes I know like Scotty comes over and he's coming over anyway, so he pays his own flights and hotels.
And then just stacks the bookings.
Yeah, so then stacks the bookings. But like, say Mantis will always say like we don't want you to play anywhere before us.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Fair. So that's fair.
Yeah, so they'll pay. Say we give you this money, but it has to be the first booking.
Okay.
And then after that, you can do One Oak or Toy Room or whatever. That's how it's kind of works.
Scotty actually seems to be the only DJ that's allowed to do that. I don't see.
I was gonna say.
I was trying to think of other people, but I'll tell you why.
Scotty's got the keys. Scotty's got the keys, man.
It's hard as well. Scotty definitely does have the keys because he worked here for so long, though. Like for the rest of it, it's so hard for a venue because venues have to pay a license out here as well for every DJ.
Yeah.
So like a visa thing, isn't it?
Yeah. a permit, for the DJ booth to be even allowed in the DJ booth. Like
oh shit, yeah, actually, before you carry on, I remember stepping in one with Mitchell at was it Mayfair? This could have been like 8-9 years ago. And next thing, I've got a laser.
Yeah.
A laser's getting shined in my eyes and my face. Yeah. Next thing, got rust out the booth.
Yeah,
so, hold on. So break that down a bit. Then.
Couldn't believe it.
I thought it was just a work permit for Dubai, and I'll explain why I thought that in a minute. But you're saying so you have to have a DJ license
for each venue
club.
Yeah. So
the venue pays that, or the DJ pays that.
Venue pays that.
Right.
Which is a lot of the reason why they don't see it as beneficial to just let some random guy they've never heard spin come and spin. They're like, we've got our DJ that we pay the license for and that we pay. Mm-hmm. Why do we need him for this and this and this and this? Like,
I guess it's more of, is it more of like a bringing thing then? If the resident, like most of the gigs I've done, it's always been where like a resident or the promoter or someone close to the venue has co-signed it and they've done it that way. But there's also been times where the gigs fell through because they've not cleared the license in time. Or I think the last time I was meant to come, I actually went to I was out with Devin, and it was an hour before my set. I'm ready to go in. The license didn't get cleared, and I wasn't allowed to spin. Obviously,
so you're in the country already.
I'm in the country. They've paid for my flights. They've paid me a handsome fee. They've put like food allowance, everything. Devin's looking after me whilst I'm out there, so we're chilling. An hour before a gig, the license hadn't been cleared for some reason or another, and they just give me a wad of cash and sent me off on my way.
At least you got paid. That's
bro. But you know what, bro? Like the money, great, but I was so weird. I was wounded, bro.
Yeah, of course.
Going to France, Belfast, somewhere close to home, cool. Man's flew to Dubai, bro. I'm like
7 hours.
That's how bad you are. This is how shit you are. They paid you not to DJ.
Brother was here because I've got Dev there, and Dev's gassing me like, yeah, Stardust is gonna leng it and all that. I'm thinking, right, I've got to go in now. Dev's giving me the cosign to the manager that I thought, and it was some lady. Well, didn't happen.
Yeah, most of the DJs we've had over here have kind of been like bring-ins, I mean, as far as hip-hop DJs, there's not many that you might book. As a club owner out here, say, like, you're not booking other DJs from Dubai, really, because everyone has their own...
Everyone's in their own pocket.
I guess, do they see that as if somewhere else booked you, that's just advertising your local spot? Because if all their customers are like, oh, Jax is actually sick. Oh, he plays here 7 nights a week. Like, we're going there instead. Is that why they avoid that?
And the fact that a lot of them say I'm contracted, so as part of my contract, like you do, if you're brought up from England, you do get like your visa paid for,
right?
Your apartment paid for,
sick.
Like you know, stuff like this. So like they're like, bro, we're paying your apartment. Like,
do you want to be home? Do you want to be homeless?
Yeah,
it's exactly like if
like your visa is on our name. Like,
okay,
you can't then work for someone else.
Well, that's exactly the same as if they're bringing you out for a short term or just for a one-off booking. If they're paying your flight, which you already said, if they're paying your flights and accommodation and your fee, essentially you are working for them to then go and get like 2 or 3 other bookings while you're there.
And you've just
rivals when they've paid for everything. Like that's bad business, man.
Yeah, and you've just got. That's what I was about to say. You've just got to think about where you want to go with them bookings. Like, so say, Stylus, if you came out and there was someone that had maybe mentioned like, oh, they're looking for a DJ, and so you come out and you know they're looking for a DJ, but these other 2 clubs that and never do bookings or anything like that, but I've just booked you because you're out there. Mm-hmm. You might then fuck up the fact that you might get regular bookings. Yeah, like
I hear that.
Yeah.
So
I guess it boils down to relationships again, doesn't it, man? You want to don't want to be burning bridges for the sake of a little cheeky booking here and there.
Politics out here, like I said. So, and not in a bad way. It's business politics. So I get it. Like you said, Dubl. Like I wouldn't want to pay for someone to come and then them for to run off.
Yeah,
and
they're
DJ.
fucking running all around town playing for the competitor.
Yeah, you'd be like, come on.
I feel like if they pay, especially if they're paying for your flights, accommodation, visa, putting you up for how long you've ever been out there, 2 years or whatever, like you kind of owe them the loyalty. In England, they'll try and lock you down with that same kind of loyalty just by giving you 200 quid.
So, Jax, feel free to not say the specific number. I'm not trying to get that out of you, but given that they're
Double don't rest, you know,
and they sort your accommodation and stuff. In terms of the DJ fee in Dubai compared to what you'd get generally as a resident in the UK, is it like loads more? Because again, my impression of it is that you guys in Dubai are stacking it. Do you know what I mean? Like, because it's an expensive place to live as well.
It's an expensive place to live.
Does the relativity come into it? Like, is a coffee in Starbucks like 15?
Yeah. There is that. But so I mean, the resident thing is different in Dubai than the UK. Like, being me, I was a Lovedo resident, which meant I played at Lovedo every week.
Right.
But it didn't mean I couldn't spin and
play everywhere else.
A Jalu on his play everywhere else. You know what I mean? Like, so your fee is kind of like, it's not a salary, you know what I mean? Like, here I'm on salary, so like I get holiday pay, sick pay, health insurance. You know what I mean?
Oh, snap!
Yeah,
I guess holiday pay.
Bro, that's another thing I've said.
Well, Ramadan, we have to close. You know, Ramadan we have to close.
So they just make sure you're looked after for that.
Yeah, basically.
Okay. Well, that's sick pay for any DJ, holiday pay. That's amazing.
And so, so in terms of your salary, does it equate to a good DJ wage, something that you could make in the UK, or is it loads more, or is it just equivalent of like what you would get in an office job in the UK?
When you think that you get your apartment paid for, you don't pay any tax, then it's like making a lot more money than I did in the UK.
Okay, sick.
So making $500 grand a year then,
I was about to say that Dubl knows how. He's a professional at this, you know, Jax.
Only when you go on like real tax maths and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like if you think about it that way, like then you
good.
Yeah, because you mustn't have any outgoings then, really, bar like. Do you have a food allowance or?
Nah, food and phone bill and travel. Yeah.
Okay, and then obviously no taxes and stuff as well. Is
But I mean,
no tax thing's very interesting.
The money, the DJ wage out here is like it's different. It's so different. Like, and you can literally triple up on gigs a day. Like, if you wake up, you do a brunch. You know, it's good money for brunches. Then you do like a bar, a restaurant, good money. Then you do a nightclub till 6 a.m. Like, you can triple up daily. Like, if you're willing to
put the work in, you can line up 2-3 bookings a day, kind of thing.
If you're willing to put the work in, like, you could stack up really quick right here.
So, okay, in terms of earning no, because I'm trying to paint a proper picture of it. So, in terms of earning that amount of money, we're comparing it to what you would earn in the UK. So, okay, cool. You're getting paid loads, not you, but specifically as a DJ, generally, I mean. You're getting paid more to be in Dubai, but is the cost of food and
100%
also loads more? So you're not able to like, I can't save 50 grand a week because actually just getting my food's costing me 35 grand.
100%. And you know how it is as DJs as well, like or as a single like not married DJ, like living on my own. You know what I mean? It's takeaways. I'm not saving money by cooking.
Jax ain't cooking shit. That's what he's trying to say.
Like, so like,
I know really he likes lavish fucking vegan or vegetarian meals. Jax, I see his Insta.
So like, it kind of works out kind of like, I mean, you know, you've been working as a DJ in a long time, and I was as well. So like, by the time I left the UK, I was making good money. You know what I mean? Like, not crazy money, but like for like, good money, you know.
In comparison to most jobs, it's good money, definitely.
And nothing's changed drastically with like how much money I come out with, like at the end of the month or anything. But my mental is better. My lifestyle, I feel, is better. Like, So it works, but like you said, it is much more expensive. And if you do go out on your own and you do the freelance thing, then rent's not cheap out here. If you want to live central, like Starbucks, everything is more expensive. Like everything is more expensive.
So it is a relative.
It's like I want to, if I do cook, say I want to do like a Sunday roast or something, the occasional time go, and I'm like, right, I need this. You know what? You want the normal, the UK. Like the gravy that I used in the UK and stuff like that.
That one's Arbisto.
Yeah, no, exactly. So like that's expensive, bro. Like that would be like $3.50 for a pot of gravy. You know what I mean? Like might be like $1.20 in the UK.
Yeah, right. Okay, so that makes sense. But I guess the good thing for you specifically is, like you said, your quality of life's improved massively.
I was about to say that's the key. That's the key, bro, for me. If it was to happen, like being in just a better headspace, the sun, like you can go. Like me and the missus did 2 weeks there at the start of the year, and we're going for jogs around the marina and that. Or you're in Manny and the pissing down. Do you know what I mean?
I don't, because I'm working and I'm working a lot at the minute as well. Like this is the other thing about the contract thing I was going to say, by the way. You're the resident. So you get the same money if you work one night or you work 7 nights.
Oh, right. Okay.
You don't get the double or triple pay on New Year's Eve. You don't get the bank holiday bonuses, stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like your salary, like
right.
So whether you work 1 day, or 7 days, like.
Also, you said you get holiday pay, so you get paid for the whole of Ramadan when you're not even working there, and you can come back to the UK and pick up bookings here.
Yeah.
And you mentioned healthcare as well. So like the New Year's Eve thing, that swings
it swings roundabouts
for the whole of June when I'm not even in the country.
Yeah,
I'll come and do New Year's Eve for free for you. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. but then again, it depends how much you're working. Like obviously, everyone got shut down in COVID. Mm-hmm. So like it's not like my contract is not valid during COVID. You know what I mean? I'm not getting no money. No money. And then I come back, and I'm definitely not complaining. But it was hard to come back after doing 4 months, 0 work. And I'm straight back. We're open 5 nights a week, and I'm the only DJ. I'm the only DJ. Like I'm the only resident at the minute. So I'm doing 6 nights, 6 hours a night, 5 days a week, and I try and make those nights seem different and things like that. Like not just run the same rhythms. Like that was like jumping in. I loved it, but I didn't have time to think.
Bit rusty.
Like a bit rusty. you soon get into it, and I'm definitely blessed. And it was probably a good way to go about it. But like after 3 weeks, I looked and I was like, fam, 3 weeks is gone. Like where? Like 5 nights a week. Like I'm still turning up as well. You know what I mean? So like,
of course.
It's like, what the fuck just happened? Like 3 weeks is gone. 15 gigs in 3 weeks. Like, but obviously your money doesn't change with that. Whether I'm working 3.
Comparing that to what you said about what you used to do in the UK when it gets to like the winter times and you say, 4 or 5 gigs, you're sleeping, you're waking up, it all kind of just falls into one. How does it compare to, say, doing 5 nights back to back in the club in Dubai where you do have the sunshine the next day and the lifestyle's a little bit different? Like, does it still...
That's what I mean. It's easier for me, like, especially like... So I don't reach the beach a lot, but like if I do 5 nights in a row, like I'm going to the beach on my day off.
Need a break.
And like even if like, okay, those 5 nights might be like back to back, and waking up, just getting a takeaway, and then sorting yourself out, downloading some music and going to the club
again.
Yeah. But even a walk to the shop in between that, you sweat everything out a bit. You kind of like, it's kind of like a reset anyway. Like just that little bit, like, I just feel like it's like the sun just helps. Even
Jack's
if
look,
you
can see it in his face. He fucking loves it, doesn't he? He's in the promised land, I'm telling you. Are you training out there as well, bro? Are you staying on your fitness and that, or?
No, we play basketball once a week.
Oh, okay. I guess that.
Yeah, like.
I guess that counts in that heat, or is it indoors?
Yeah. No, it's indoors. It's indoors.
Oh,
it's still tough, bro. It's still tough. Like, I haven't done no fitness in so long, but it's good. But obviously, the world's still in a weird place. So like, it's hard to get. I don't feel like anyone can become complacent right now or count like that in 6 months' time we're even still going to be.
Bro, in 4 days' time, everything's getting turned upside down here. So it's
Yeah.
like fucking...
Yeah, I feel like here in England, especially, the DJs are all like in panic stations because, like you say, nothing's fucking.
I think it's got to a point in the UK now where because we got 2 payments from the government, like it's kind of niced a lot of people over, and it's like there's a couple grand, like there's a few grand here, another few grand here.
I feel like we're at that point now, though, bro. Like where that's done.
Comfortable.
Yeah.
But that free money has kept a lot of people comfortable, man. And so what we've been told now is, right, the next one is going to be 20% of what you earn, and people are starting to realize, shit, the bed, that's not going to cover my bills.
Yeah.
And I'm not DJing anywhere, so the fuck am I going to do for money? And I think people have got to a point where their mortgage holidays have come to an end, their savings have come to an end, and now reality is slapping them in the face, because it's like, now you have to find a way to make money. And so this is the point now where people like DJs, I mean, are like, shit, I need to fucking...
No, for sure. I feel it.
Apply for quote unquote proper jobs, like conventional work.
When I got back, I was like, oh, I'm so fucking blessed. Like, because obviously a lot of my, like, it's not even just DJs. Like, a lot of them are my friends. You know what I mean? So like, a lot of my friends, like, no work. Like, the bars aren't making enough to hire DJs. Blah blah blah. And then I was like, I got out here and I was like, I'm so blessed. Like, and I'm happy. But I kind of took it for granted immediately, as in like, this is how it is. And then I was here a month, and then restrictions came back in, and I was like, oh shit. And then 3 weeks later, harder restrictions, and I was like, oh. And then when these ones came in, and it's like no DJ after 1, every club has to close at 3. Still obviously not allowed to dance. We're not allowed to use moving heads. Like, we're still...
Oh, what, on the lights?
Yeah, like, it's very like, you go in, you sit down.
Static.
Yeah, super static.
That's mad. No moving heads on the lights.
So we have the
interesting ones still.
In Manchester, we have the ceiling. So the ceiling lights still.
Yeah, the lights are crazy in there.
Yeah, ceiling lights still move, but not the moving heads.
Okay.
And the wall lights still move, but not the moving heads.
Bizarre, isn't it?
That adds a lot to it. That takes away a lot from it.
Yeah.
So then when I was like, so now it's kind of, like you said, very static. Like, and it's like, things are going backwards, you know what I mean? And I'm kind of like, shit.
Oh, so does it feel like that over there as well? Does it feel like it's going backwards? Because like from here looking in, it looks like you guys are handling it like quite well over there. Like,
he's ready to book that flight, you know, I'm telling you.
No, I mean, I don't think it's going anywhere.
They're going backwards quick, mate. Jesus.
There's still going to be tourism, so there's always going to be like DJs and stuff. But like from where we were when I first landed, where you could dance if you were at your table, to now having
everyone sat down.
No DJ after 1 o'clock, club closes at 3. Everyone sat down. Like, it's definitely regressed.
So I have a couple of questions actually about the nightlife out there. Another one of the impressions I've got is that the venues have always kind of been very table focused. And the dance floors, if they have dance floors, they're not very big at all. And it's kind of very like, I don't want to say pretentious, because I think that's too strong a word, but do you know what I mean? It's very like...
I think it's more of the Dubai style, the table situation.
Because I feel like as well, didn't the bottle shows originate in the Dubai nightlife? I feel like I saw it.
I don't know that, but possibly. I wouldn't be surprised.
I feel like I saw like people turning up to fireworks and shit on gigantic.
Oh, they have cars driving into venues in Dubai. I see some crazy shit on social.
Land the helicopter in there with fireworks on. But I feel like I saw that in Dubai before I saw it anywhere else. And I'm just basing that off of what I saw on social media. But I don't feel like it was a massive thing in London before it was in Dubai.
Well,
so the venues haven't really had to change a lot.
So kind of like, it is very table oriented out here, but there also is a lot of clubs with a space for a dance floor, like Toy Room, for instance. There is a space for a dance floor, but you can just fill it with tables. Like, it doesn't feel different. And that's why when I first got back, it didn't feel too different to normal.
Right.
Because you could still stand at your table. So the levels of like when you look, it still looks full.
Right.
Okay.
It didn't look like anything was missing. But now when everyone sits down and you see the pockets of space between all the tables, then it's like the vibe, like you lose that vibe a bit. You know what I mean? Yeah. But it has been mainly tables in Dubai. So it's not like, I feel like people have grasped it a lot over here quicker as well. Like state your table and they're like, okay, well, I do anyway. Like, normally.
Yeah, but with
I was thinking that like
they are with their rules and laws in Dubai, man. Like I'm not breaking any fucking rules.
Nah,
like,
people
you
like
tell me to sit on the floor. I'll do as I'm told.
Yeah.
Bro.
People actually listen to the rules that get put in place. So in England, it's like, let's see how far we can push this.
Yeah, and yeah, exactly. You'd be like, we obviously at the club, you get sushi, you get like, you have to get food with your food, with your drinks and stuff. I can imagine in England, people are chucking that sushi at the back of Dortmund. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, like back of Dortmund, they told it to sit down, like get the sushi to the back of the head.
I think it's got to the point here, they just push it. And even from what I've seen, even the venues are trying to push it a little bit because they're not getting any assistance. So they're trying to get in the money.
Yeah.
That they can. Where I was playing on Sunday, they got announced into the lockdown in Liverpool from midnight last night, everything's had to close again. So on Sunday, when they found out,
I've seen a madness in Liverpool.
they were out here trying to upsell bottles and like pushing all their stock out because they know like for the next month they're gonna have to shut again. So I semi feel for him.
Well, that's the hard thing out here is like, because some places will push it, but it's like it's probably like a 3-strike system out here. Like,
okay,
and you get fined immediately, like 50K, like on the night, like if they find you, and they'll just turn up to your venue. You know what I mean?
No messing.
So yeah, no messing. So like, it's kind of like, do you want to push it now and make a bit of extra money, but in a month's time they're going to close you?
Yeah.
Or do you want to just obey by the rules? There's still enough people in Dubai to spend some money obeying by the rules. So do you just want to let it be, and then you're going to be open for 3 years?
True story.
You know what I mean? It's
I was gonna say because I bet people are still spraying out there, right? I bet people are still because you see the bottle shows out there. Man are ordering 10 bottles. Like I'm sure is that still going on? Are people still spraying in the middle of the pandemic?
I mean, it's not like what it was, but I feel like a lot of that is to do with not a club scenario.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But at the same time, if you come and you've got money and you bring there's 3 guys, 3 girls, you're gonna make it your own party, so you're still gonna order some champagne.
This is it, man. I've always said this. Like when you go to the club, it's about your company. Like if I go with 2 of the homies that I'm super tight, we're gonna have a lit night. Like some people go out and they can't like vibe unless like the whole place is on a vibe. But for me, it's company, man. Like you say, if you go with 2 of your girls, 2 of your guys, everyone gets on a wave. Yeah,
like they've got money. They spend that money in a restaurant, so they're gonna buy a couple of bottles in the club. You know what I mean? But Dubl, just what you were saying as well about every club like having tables and stuff and being like kind of bougie. That it is, but you know, and I always thought this about Dubai. Like that's what I assumed. You know, when I moved to Dubai, like there is an underbelly of it, like a
poor people's club.
But not. But no,
the subs.
No, definitely not. Because it's still expensive. But it's like the 21-year-olds that wear like dungarees and like they want to dance. They'll have like dance circles, but they'll still be spending racks because it's expensive.
Of course.
But like it's not tables. There's dance floors and stuff like that. There's only a few, but there is that like underbelly of it, which is good to see. You know what I mean?
I prefer those kind of clubs, man. Whenever like I
had a couple of great nights.
I don't like the whole bottle show thing. Like if other people like to do it, cool.
Dubl hates bottle shows.
Did I ever tell you about the time I was in a London club? I can't remember which one it was, but it was one of the posh ones where all the rappers go. And I was in there, and we actually had just done a show with Who Kid and Flocker in London, and so we'd gone to this place. And I don't know if they knew it was going to happen yet because Walker disappeared. Who Kid went into the DJ box because he was doing a set. And I was just sat in the booth by myself. Bro, like 8 bottles came over. And all the people, you know, with all the staff, they stand there doing this.
Dubl sat there on his own.
Sat in the booth by myself in a club, yeah. And
I bet you was awkward.
Bruv, I'm just sat there like this, like, oh no.
They really thought you were David De Gea.
Bruv, yeah. Bruv, I've got like 6 people around me, or literally surrounding me, so I can't even just cut.
Yeah.
All around me with a bottle.
Staring you dead in the eye, doing the fucking.
The fireworks are going off.
Bruv, sir, I was about to get sacrificed. And they're all there.
Oh my days.
They're like, do I have to pay for this?
But, oh my, yeah, that's why everyone cut and ran. And
Yeah.
I'm just sat there like, please, can the sparklers just go out? Like, oh my word. And I could see people looking over, and it's like,
I got a taste of the high life, bro. Enjoy that shit.
Nah, I don't like it, bro. I don't like that kind of attention. Especially it wasn't attention from me. They're trying to highlight the fact that Flocker and Who Kid are there. And those
but they're not even there.
So it's just me.
Yeah, he's not about that life.
You know, like, I can understand it from the guy spending the money. Like, if you've got money, I can understand it. We have always seen it either from the raves we used to go to or a DJ's point of view.
Yeah.
And the raves I used to go to, it wouldn't work there, and I'd fucking hate them if they were doing it every 2 minutes. Yeah. And as a DJ, it can be a fuck on. Like, let's be honest. Like, my first taste of it, I'm glad I did it, to be honest. Like, Newcastle's not really like that. Even when I did Manny, I did Living History for like a year. And it wasn't like crazy. Like, there was some bottle shows, but like, it wasn't. Right before I went to Dubai, bro, I did tape. Tape.
Right. Okay.
And bro, that was like
every 2 minutes.
You know what? That might be the club I'm talking about.
Actually. It was actually the perfect warm up for Dubai. Like, I feel like I needed
got
it.
man ready.
I needed it. Like, I did not know it was going to be like that. And it was like, you play 3 songs, then you play a bottle show.
Okay.
And it was like random. You know, London as well, there's so many people from all over the world. So it'll be like a Russian song or like the Lion King theme tune.
DJ just said this. He'll find himself like searching for like a Bulgarian fucking left wing banger from.
Yeah, bro, my fucking Russian crate is adding up now from Dubai. But like a tape, they just had the iPad plugged into one channel.
Right.
Okay. So you could just get all whatever you needed.
You go on YouTube, but like you never know.
Go on
like,
YouTube.
Dead.
Jax,
so dead.
Don't do it, son.
He has to, bro. Otherwise, he's gonna get back back.
That's what it's there for. Like
the Russian mafia will come and fuck you up.
But like you don't know if it's gonna be some mad chipmunk remix or like
it could be anything.
You know, like, it could be anything. Like advert comes in halfway through or some shit like that. Like,
oh shit! Yo, 15 seconds in, advert comes on.
And you know that them iPads are like you press them and you're like, did I press it? Did I press it? So you like triple press and play and like.
Oh
it's just
my days,
bro! That was tough. That was the most pressure. Everything went fine, but it was the most pressure I've ever had. Like, because you couldn't get into a vibe. Like, it was 3 songs, then a bottle show.
Yeah, that's so jarring, man. I've had to do it before.
3 songs in a bottle show.
I feel like it can ruin a night, that, bro. Like, there's no flow.
Did it a couple of times, man, because
I feel like it ruins it for everyone else as well.
I agree. Thing.
Not just us.
I feel like there's some people that understand what's happening, but a lot of people that don't. And when you've built a night to a certain part, and then you've got to just play some proper weird music that doesn't fit with anything that's going on.
Yeah.
Just to highlight the fact that there's a bottle being walked through the club. I don't like it, man. I don't like it.
So the good thing about the guy who owns our club is English, so he's easy to talk to anyway, and he kind of gets it. He was a spender at a club anyway, so he kind of gets it, but he also gets it from watching other people get the bottles. So he was like, unless, like, if they buy a bottle, they're not getting a song. Like, they have to spend a certain amount to get a song. You know what I mean?
There's a ceiling before you get the show.
So like, I'm kind of lucky that it's not like that at my spot. Like, they can just bring a bottle out for them. They'll bring the sparklers. I might even give them a shout out, but it won't be like I'm stopping the music and playing.
Making a scene.
Yeah, but even adding a ceiling or like a certain amount that they have to spend, surely in that case, some of that needs to filter down to you as the DJ. Like, okay, well, if they spend 10 grand on a bottle, then they get a song. Cool. Give me $1,000 and I'll play any fucking song you want.
Double Haze bottle shows, but if you pay him a bag, he'll fucking handstand naked.
Bro, I don't give a fuck. Like, put $1,000 in my pocket, and I'll spend 3 minutes playing fucking the Rugrats theme tune if that's what we want.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I mean, most of that.
Price, and you just found mine out. So
most of that kind of tipping culture, like in Dubai, that's a thing anyway.
Oh, and so if someone wants a birthday shout out, are they're nicing up the DJ? Yeah.
No. If they
no. It's like that in Poland, you know. That's what they do in Poland. But sorry, carry on. Go on.
If like, so a lot of places you can't even reach the DJ. So like,
perfect.
I was just about to say that's
kind of
DJ booth. That
kind of, but at the same time, so where I am, the VIP table is like directly behind the DJ booth.
Right.
So normally, if they're going to buy a bottle, they don't even ask the waiter or buy like 3 bottles. They don't even ask the waiter for the song. They'll come and ask me.
Okay.
And at that point, if they're spending that money, the culture in Dubai anyway is
they deserve a show.
They're gonna tip you, like if like just because that's how it is. Like rich people tip people over here. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
But if someone comes from a comp table and says, "Can I have a birthday shout out?" I'm not charging them like
50 quid, mate.
So you should. Yeah, I think you should personally. And you know what? Actually,
I just say I don't have a mic. I don't have a mic.
I don't know hearing you shouting out the table.
This one in the book, you know. He's got his headphones in.
I don't have a mic. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. It's funny we touched on that actually, because this is something I've thought post-pandemic when the clubs open again. I thought, you know what? While we're anticipating the clubs actually bringing the rates down for DJs, and across the board, DJs might be on a lower fee, which I'm going to fight to the death, but it might happen. A way that we're going to be able to actually top up the fee is by charging for requests and charging for shout outs. Like, depending on who you're doing the nights with, like if it's a student night, they're not going to pay £50 for a birthday shout out. But if you're in a proper, like,
yeah, you just got to know your,
do you know what I mean?
you got to know your clientele, really, innit?
Yeah,
but like,
yeah.
I feel like a lot of us could have been doing that anyway. Like, if you see someone spending money, I don't think you should be scared to ask them when they ask you for a song.
I've always been very vocal.
Yo, you got to pay.
Money pull-ups, brother. Yeah. If you tell me to wheel up a song, I actually say to you, it's not free.
Yeah.
Like, if people honestly, bruv, I think I have it on video.
Dubl has he puts a cardboard sign up in his booth. Dubl carries it to all his gigs. I've heard.
I've got a metal one now. I got so much money. I got it engraved. No, but it's
the money pull up thing. I get that. I feel like if people want songs reloaded, not like the dudes that just come on and they're
wheel it up. I'm like, bruv, it's not free. And if they're a bit too far to hear my voice, I'm saying it on the mic. Like, money pull up, it's not free. Like, so what you're saying now. And then you see, like, a lot of the time they're like,
oh no, I totally like this song anyway.
No, it does the opposite. I feel like it puts them on the spot. They don't want to be like, oh no, I'm not paying. And you see them like, oh, okay, boom, 10, 20 quid, whatever. And I'm not like, I don't have a set price for the pull-ups. It's for me. Like, I think someone, honestly, I can't remember the exact amount, but I got given like some guy at a student night just gave me loads of coins, and it was like £1.
I was about to say, someone come and give you a quid.
100. I promise you, this has happened. It's
guys
like,
had it
I
as
don't
well.
remember the exact amount, but it was like £1.62 or something. This guy actually gave me in change.
£1. Well, if that could have been the leftover of his like EMA or something, man. The guy took his last bit of student money, man.
Don't matter, man. I did a pull up for him. I gave him a pull up.
You know, the guys, you can see the guys that have money in it. We can see the guys that have money. And they will not hesitate to tip their waitress at the end of the night.
No, isn't it? So,
and the waitress will not hesitate to say, "Should I add a tip to this?"
Yeah. Okay.
When the card comes, you know what I mean. So like,
but does that tip then go to the waitress or the? Because if it's digital and it's done on a card machine, that just goes to the venue, no?
Well, yeah, they'll probably get it shared. Like, it'll go between the staff, I would imagine. But even if he says no, they might say, "Oh, I'll give you it instead." You know what I mean? But the point is, she won't mind asking for a tip.
Exactly.
So like, why should we? We're part of that whole process.
Why should we be ashamed to ask for money?
This is what I'm saying, man. If we turn the music off, within
not spending that money,
the entire place is empty.
Yeah.
Name that happening for any other member of staff. Like, big up all of the staff, by the way. I understand.
Yeah, of course, it definitely is.
Take security out. Half an hour later, everyone's still going to be there. Take the waitresses out. Half an hour later, everyone's still going to be there. Take the bar staff out. Probably like an hour. Everyone's
That's it. The bars
because they can't get drinks.
As soon as man can't get a drink, bro, everyone's getting off.
But watch, turn the music off. Take the DJ away and turn the music off, and then see how long you've got a packed out venue for. I had a question actually about musical trends in Dubai.
You beat me to it, man.
That's what I
Go on. It's all right, mate. You can just run away with all the questions.
Well, no, the reason is, again, it comes back to my little keyhole view of Dubai and the fact that a lot of the DJs I follow are hip hop DJs. So is it predominantly like, my impression is it's kind of like an MTV bass type soundtrack. So it's R&B and hip hop, not too cutting edge, although that's probably changing with the access to the internet and the way music's moving and that. But it's kind of like what you would expect if MTV bass still existed now. Is that it across the board, or are there other pockets where there's like house music nights? Is there drum and bass nights in Dubai? Like, does any of that exist?
Yeah. So remember, there's the brunches. So they're not playing the same soundtrack as a nightclub.
So
like
what can you expect at a brunch?
Mainly house.
Right. Okay.
Mainly house. You know, like you would expect at Ocean Beach in Ibiza.
I was just about to reference the exact same thing. Okay, cool.
Pretty much that vibe. There is hip hop brunches.
Yeah.
There is hip hop brunches, but as far as like a lot of the brunches, imagine an Ocean Beach soundtrack.
Right.
Then nightclubs, a lot of them are kind of, even the hip hop nights, on the safe side of hip hop.
Right. Much more mainstream, right?
Yeah, but with the
that's it on the safe side.
with some added like what do you call it? Puro Pari drums, or you know what I mean, like the extra mumba drums.
Oh yeah, the moon button.
Yeah. There's still a lot of that. Yeah. So because a lot of venues are big, so you need that extra energy. Like if you just play a song from start to finish in a huge club all night, and that's all you do, like it's tough to like keep the energy high. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But you don't have to at the minute, by the way, because everyone sits down. So
this is the thing, man. People don't get.
So the music has changed for me, though. The music has definitely changed for me from before and after COVID. 100%.
Okay.
I'll get back to that. But yeah, so a lot of it is hip hop with energy. But there's a lot of, well, before COVID, there was a lot more new money, like young money.
Right.
Like, you know, cooler people, 25, 23-year-olds. So they don't want to hear Party Up with mumba drums anymore. You know what I mean? Like, they're done with that.
The
like,
guy said, don't hear Party Up with mumba drums. For fuck's sake. Classic edits.
Yeah. So now they started like maybe a year ago, kind of when I was getting here, like I started seeing it, like venues didn't have to just do in the club and stuff like that. It was starting to be like the new Lil Baby, things like
Travis
that. Like
Scott and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now like a dope hip hop night is a dope hip hop night, but you will still have to cater and give some energy to the other people.
Okay.
Like, and there is house nights as well. Like there's a lot of the Soho Beach Club and stuff, which is a nightclub, but it's a house nightclub really.
Right.
Even at Mantis, we do a Thursday night. We have a full-on house night.
Jax goes into house mode, yeah.
But I don't spin.
Oh, okay. I was going to say that.
No.
I was going to say actually that might be like kind of refreshing if you're doing hip.
No, it was
at the time.
Yeah, I think so. I agree with that.
We have an open format night.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, when I first moved here, and they were like, "We're gonna have an open format night," I was like, "I'm a hip hop DJ. Like, I don't know my house at all, and I know what house people are like with their house music." So I was like, "This isn't really gonna work." So luckily for the actual house night, they said, "No, we get it. Like, we can't have a hip hop night." Hip hop DJ playing this, but for the open format, at first I was super dreading it because like my Serato would basically come down to just hip hop and like some classic shit, you know what I mean, and like some Motown and like some weird stuff like that. But I never played house, and I was like, oh fuck. And then like just maybe 3 gigs in, like I was like, I enjoy this. Like it's nice it's so refreshing.
Refreshing on the ears, man. Definitely.
You must break it up a little bit, huh?
Definitely. Like, and like to see the reaction of people different, like in different sides of the club and stuff. And I was like, It's fun. It's fun. The only problem is I don't know my house music so well, where I find it hard to keep up on it.
I think for those kind of nights, though, for the open format nights,
you don't need the brand new shit in it.
Yeah, you don't need to be ahead of the curve with those genres. You just need the popular stuff.
Yeah,
when you're
and especially I don't feel like the house music that is popular in the UK is like
yeah, what kind of house is like? Is it more of the big room stuff? Is it more of the soulful summertime shit?
I tried to do the what's that? Head and Joel Corey. Heavy is the Heart or Head and Heart.
Oh yeah, that's the last one. Yeah. Is that the last one that came out?
Yeah, the last one. And honest, like people looked at me like, "What the fuck is this?" And I was like, but they love all that Medusa stuff, you know, Piece of My Heart and stuff like that.
Yeah,
so I was like, all right, like
this all fit.
Yeah, but it was too new for them and too English, I think, too UK.
So yeah, that's the other question I had is in terms of the crowd and the people you're playing to, the way I envisage it is mostly like young English people on holiday and air stewardesses.
Come on, man.
I
feel like it's very international, Dubai, isn't it? It's people from all over the world. Like it's so mixed. I don't know whether that's changed now or
super international. And there's different people that go to different clubs as well. So like White, if you come on holiday from England, you go to White.
Right.
So that's a lot of English people. And those clubs that UK people have heard of, like Toy Room, like One Oak, like you know
that familiarity with the brand in it, you're gonna hit them spots.
100%. Whereas like Mantis, you might not, unless there's an art. We got D Block Europe at the end of the month, so unless you've got on Halloween. So unless you've got like an artist, like you might struggle to get English people coming there because that are on holiday because they're gonna go to One Oak or White or
go to the bait
ones,
spots.
the bait ones where they can do the Instagram and ended up at One Oak and stuff like that, you know, which I get, that's super get. But there is a lot of Emirates girls, but not always English. A lot of Eastern Europeans, a lot of French, in Dubai. Very lot of French, and even like French speaking, like Moroccan, you know, that kind of those kind of places. So it's people from everywhere. Russian, a lot of Russians as well in Mantis. Like people from everywhere, though. It's so mixed. Like you can literally
Dubai's like a hot spot for the globe.
Yeah, you can literally have 5 tables of English people, 2 tables of Serbians, 3 tables of French, 1 African, 1. You know, like it could be like that on a night.
Does that not make it hard to like get the whole venue on the same page, like musically, or is it a case of, like you say, jumping around and catering for the different crowds?
Jumping around. One thing that I'm a bit annoyed about that I've kind of had to take away from my set so much here is, like, by the time I left the UK, probably 60% of my main set was UK music.
Okay, right. So is that's not running now.
No drill
Gone.
in Dubai.
No, gone.
Thank God.
Gone.
No,
and even
like band drill.
Even like some of the bait, like I don't know, J Hus.
Like the Afro swing type stuff.
Yeah, even that.
Not even work out there, no. But
I mean, some clubs.
Yeah, Disturbed in London do a night out there quite regularly, don't they? And they've got people like Young Bane doing things.
But that's at White, so like it's a lot of English people.
It's a completely different crowd.
Yeah, I mean, we can't, like, it depends on the night. Like, obviously, like I said, we got D Block Europe at the end of the month. So, like, the crowd I know I'm going to get then, I can play some of that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But on a day-to-day, regular basis, like, the chances of them knowing any of the new heady stuff off the new album, or even any of the D Block stuff off their new album.
Yeah, to be fair, I haven't actually even listened to that yet.
Yeah, it might.
Probably because there's about 49 songs.
Yeah, I know. I just realized. Bro, I think there is like 40
odd
songs.
joints.
Yeah.
I've seen the chat list. It's like, not today.
Yeah.
I feel like I need to be in the right. I got to be in the right headspace to play 40 tracks of D Block, mate.
It's gonna be a long night to perform in them. Like fucking hell, how are you gonna get that down to 3 songs? Like
they've got such a big catalog, which is
really
also crazy because I feel like their fan base is a really young fan base, at least in the UK. So I'm interested to know the type of people. Like, how are they?
Well, we've had them before out here, and it went down super good.
Do they have an international fan base, or was it all English people?
A bit of both, but the only thing is, we didn't get ads. Couldn't come at the time.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
It's just LB.
LB and the other guy who's
without ads as well. He's like the key component.
He always rolls with him. I can't remember what he's called. Lil.
I have no idea. Is he like a little side man or something?
No, he's part of them. There's 3 of them.
Well, I never ever see the third guy.
Nah, I think he's like affiliated
on a special holiday at the moment.
I think, yeah. I think he's like affiliated or something like that. I don't know if it's like what, but he was there anyway. But this time ads will be there. So
I've completely forgotten his name.
it's like Little P Square.
Little Pino.
Little Pino.
Little P Square.
Little Pino. That's it. That's who you're talking about.
For fuck's sake.
Little Pino.
Little Pino, yeah.
I feel like Dubai, like the level of the PAs is crazy. Like in the UK, it's slowed down a lot because people just can't afford to like book these artists anymore in small. So even before lockdown, I feel like the PAs slowed down unless you're really making the big money or at the big events.
I feel
Dubai seems to have someone lit every week. Like,
I think it just slowed down up north because down south it was still popping everywhere.
Yeah, up north you can't afford them though. It's
people can't afford it, man.
That's the problem. It's like eight double hotel rooms. The travel, the 16.
I want 9 Sprinter vans. I want 9 Mercedes Sprinter vans for my army of people.
Unless basically the only reason you're putting an artist on in the northeast really is if you've got an established night and it's kind of like to say thank you for.
Yeah.
You know you're gonna make it up over like the
But like really like a small venue and drinks are like $250. Like you can't make that money back.
Don't add up.
Yeah, out here it's crazy, bro. Like
you man have everyone, bro. Man, I'll see Tiger out there, then I'll see some next guy out there. And,
Rick Ross, Fab. Like it's crazy. Like
that's sick Drake, though.
They had Drake at a spot called Boa. Like just before I moved as well. I was like, that's mental. But it is great.
That's available out there for that.
But so what's happened out here though? What's happened out here is the big clubs that book these guys, the Tigers, you know, the expensive ones, they end up like kind of paying them triple the amount. So it monopolizes those artists, just those venues.
Right. So they'll never come over and go to a rival venue.
My venue now cannot afford Tiger. Like we just couldn't
because they've gone and paid 3 times and set that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's their bar now. And pretty much anyone that is on the same agency almost.
Okay.
Because you know they kind of fucked it. So like for us, we've been smart about it. We've had like we had Danny Lay, like she was fucking sick. I
bet that would have been. She's so fire. She is so peng, man. Oh my god.
And like so that was a crazy.
I don't think I know what she looks like.
Danny Lay.
Yeah, I don't think.
I know, baby, that one. So it's on an Insta, always on an Insta right? Dancing and that. Oh my.
She had a track with Chris Brown as well, and she had
that easy. I thought Craven was knocking.
Yeah, Craven was nice.
The beat was mad on that.
She killed it, but you know that was like a different booking. Like it was like crazy because all the chicks love her as well. So it was like rammed out, but it wasn't the bait one. And then we've had like D Block Europe.
Obviously, I like that. I like the way you guys are moving. I like that, man. I fuck with that.
Young Bane. Who else do we have? Check. But like, just
did you get to meet Danny Lee or what? Did you meet her?
Yeah, fam. I got a picture with her. I was chilling with them.
Man, bro. Look at him.
I just looked her up, so I know what she looks like now.
Man, brushed it, you know. Oh my god.
Bro, so fire, so fire. Who else do we have? Notes. You know, a lot of the UK guys that like out here. The big clubs don't reach for because they won't sell out their venue.
Yeah. Right.
But for us,
it's almost below them because they've had Drake. So like,
yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's like why get notes?
No, I don't mean this in a bad way, but
no, I get it.
Why would they book notes?
Yeah, like, but for us, like it's like some people still want to see notes.
Yeah.
That's it.
Notes is cold, man. He's got some stick tunes.
And we booked Rema. He was dope. Like African guy, P Square.
So yeah, that was the other thing I was going to ask. Is there much of like an African music scene?
Massive.
Is there much bashment out there?
Way more African stuff than bashment.
Right.
There is still a bit of bashment, but the African stuff is huge out here.
Yeah,
like
the Afrobeats is international now.
A lot of my main set is Afrobeats.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Cold.
Nice.
Like probably like not a lot, but like there's at least probably 30 tracks a night.
But again, that's so interesting that you said
which is a lot.
A lot of the Afro swing from here isn't that popular there, because in West Africa, a lot of the UK artists that are doing that kind of sound are really popular.
You know, so a lot of the African music that's really hitting out here is the 125 BPM stuff.
The proper Afrobeats.
Yeah.
I hear you.
Escobar and
the proper Afrobeats.
Naira Marley and stuff
the proper Afrobeats, bro. The 107 slowed down.
No love in Dubai. I said Burna Boy's getting no love in Dubai with his 100 BPM.
Burna Boy's definitely getting a lot of love in Dubai, like his ring off. But like, as far as like the energy wise, like that Naira Marley, Soapy and stuff like that, it is like changing the club, changing the vibe of the club.
Oh, that's
like,
sick. Naira's a UK artist.
Cold.
Yeah. It's really, really sick. But there is a lot of still the 108. But the UK Afro swing, it just doesn't, like, it doesn't hit.
I don't think it fits. Yeah, I don't think you can put it in the same pocket as Afrobeats. I know it's Afro swing and it's embodies parts of it, but like you say, it don't hit or feel the same.
The only reason I mentioned it is because I know in like Nigeria and Ghana, for example, a lot of these artists that have
for sure, I think so. Yeah,
and are doing the what do you want to call it, Afro swing type music. They get flown out to Ghana to do festivals, and the crowd out there loves them. So you'd think with it being part of the West African music scene as well, it would translate to other places that like Afrobeats and have that kind of music scene. You'd think it would cross over.
I really expected it when I first came out. I really expected it, and because of Disturbing over here and stuff like that, and because I'd been to White a bunch of times and I'd seen it, and I was like, okay. But then I guess there is going to be nights where some people can play that. At my spot, I never feel like it changes anything in a good way, like affects my, like I've never played it a couple unless it's like mad early and I know there's some UK guys in, and then I'll run through, you know, and sometimes like they'll want the new AJ Tracy or something, so I'll play that, like if they're spending some money, or like I can see they're really enjoying their night and they really want it, you know what I mean, like then but if it's like, if there's nothing that stands out to me in this crowd that screams like these want UK music, even if I try, it kind of just we move on. Like it doesn't, you know, it's just.
I was gonna say, do you get to experiment a little bit and push the boundaries? But like, obviously now people are sat down way more in it, so I guess it's not really about getting a reaction because people can't get up and dance around anyway.
Nah, so you can, like, it's actually been good. Before lockdown, a lot of the stuff they wanted you to play was like make people dance, make people
and just energy, yeah,
energy. So you're still playing like let the trumpets go, you know, like this Sean Paul, like the horns and trumpets and stuff like that. But it's like because they want the CO2, like out here, like they want the CO2 and stuff, like
You
know what I mean. So they're playing anything that with like crazy drops and like even hip hop, but
like the Moomba records. There you go.
Exactly. Yeah.
Them ones.
Exactly. But now you don't have to do any of that. Now you don't have to do any of that, which is amazing for me. Yeah. Like you're not expected to do that. So like the music you play has switched up like massively for me. And now, and I know, I don't think it will, you know.
This is the thing, I
don't think it will. Because you know why? Because I think people will get used to the sound of not hearing that anyway. And that's an old sound. That was an old sound anyway.
That's the thing. It's like if it was to come back and they're like, right, now dance floors are open again, people can dance.
I feel like people would feel like it was in 1995.
Yeah, you've got to just scrap the sets from before.
Yeah,
just be like, right, let's just destroy and rebuild.
And I think people are gonna be when you can dance, they haven't been allowed to dance, so they don't need that extra drop to make them dance. They're gonna dance. They're gonna dance. It's been so since I've been back as well. Like obviously I've been here nearly 2 years now, so like the guys at the club, they trust me now as well. Right. So they don't stress me. Like at the start, we had some stress, like a lot of stress. I think that's probably one of the reasons why Sammy didn't stay. But now, like it's just like I turn up, I do my thing, calm. No one tells me to do nothing.
How long do you think you'll stay out there for? Have you thought about this? Is it kind of at the moment? Are you like, look, this is good enough to be? I mean, obviously, there's not really any DJ jobs in the UK to come back to anyway.
Yeah.
But
I had like when I first moved out here, I had like a 6-year plan.
Right. Okay.
That's probably changed now because I've pretty much made no money this year.
Yeah. Okay.
So like that's a year scrapped that might even affect the next year. So like probably going to have to add a couple of years onto it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's a 10-year plan now.
Basically.
It's going to come back to the UK with only 10 million instead of 15 million as planned.
I wish. That was originally the plan though. Come stack my money.
Start the piece. Come back.
Yeah. Because it worked for me so much as well. You know how it is being a DJ in the UK, like getting money venue to venue, some cash, some in your bank, some this, some that. I'd end up with no money.
Yeah, I hear that.
Like because I'd get the cash and I'd spend the cash, and then the bank they'd take too long to invoice, and then I'd have ended up going back into my account, and then I was just chasing the money where I was like, I just want a salary, like.
Yeah, so it just lands lands every month in the bank straight up.
I've said in the past that I said it before the pandemic, that UK clubs should do this.
But we've been getting screwed all this time, getting paid in cash. We've been thinking we've been living nice, getting cash in hand all this time, but really, that's gone against us. I'm like Jax, bro. If I get cash in my hand after a gig,
it's gone, bro.
That becomes my pocket. That's my pocket for the week. I'm like, I'll pocket that. And then when I'm out eating or doing whatever, that's what I'm using.
Yeah.
It goes to the bank. I don't look at it.
Yeah.
Anything cash wise, that becomes disposable income.
100%. 100%.
The tax man's watching this episode like,
hi, tax man. You're not getting fuck all out of me this year.
Yeah,
but it's hard. It's not. By the way,
penny, mate, I'm skint.
My situation out here isn't like super normal out here. Like, there's only a few clubs that will have like the resident. Like, a lot of people are still working self-employed, and I can tell you, like, just from having conversations with other people, that life out here is tough as well. Like, chasing money off venues.
Okay.
Is the toughest thing. Like, some people will be like 3, 4, 5 months behind. Like, still
really
trying to get money from before COVID, things like that. Like,
dead.
so that's tough as well.
I guess that's the safety of getting like you say, a salary and a contract like what you've got. Like, it's 30, the work's 30, the money doesn't change no matter what the hours you're doing.
I think that's the way forwards, man. I think honestly, like that's where DJing should be, is in clubs. The only thing it does remove is obviously if one club are putting me on salary, they're going to want me for every night that they're working.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it means I can't then go to Surrey for Friday and Essex for Saturday and Brighton for Monday and this. Do you know what I mean? So that's the only problem with it. But I think that is.
And I just think with the tax, and they're never going to pay your rent in the UK. They're never going to, and you're always going to get taxed. So like the money that I don't know how it could be viable, like as in a good wage in the UK. That's the only thing, without working like crazy.
That's the difficulty, is obviously if you're an employee, they have to then cover your tax. If you have a pension scheme, they've got to match. I think they have to match your pension contributions and all of this stuff. Like, there's lots of complications around it. But it just seems like with everything shut now seems like the perfect time to reset.
Well, for sure.
The structure of it and make it so that when we come out of this, it is classed as a proper job, because right now the government are looking at it like we're fucking ballerinas.
Yeah. Right now right now these men are laughing at us, bro.
But out the back of it, it means looking at it like a proper job, and it actually creates longevity in the career. Because right now, a lot of the people, like vast majority of DJs, how many are going to make it past 40? I don't think they're going to die by the time they're 40, but I mean,
bro, I don't know how many people are going to make it past COVID.
Huh?
A lot of people won't make it past COVID.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, that's true. I mean, that's a whole nother situation, but yeah.
Like, I feel like, I can't remember who I had this conversation with, but I almost feel like for DJs like us, we're going to be okay after this. One of the reasons, and it's not a great reason, but one of the reasons is I think a lot of DJs that what I would call maybe the student DJs, or like, you know, that were DJing in while they were at uni, but they have a degree, but they're just DJing while they're in uni or while they're out of town or whatever. A lot of those, like their parents or even them are going to be like, you better use this degree, like,
for real.
like you think telling us you're a DJ? No, you're using that degree. Like,
you got a degree in economics, but you want to be a DJ.
Yeah, like, did you not see what just happened to all level up? Like,
yeah, exactly. I think that's the thing. I think this one thing that this is going to do is people are going to see it's a dangerous career choice, because like us, I mean, we've been building what we've been building for 10 years plus.
Yeah.
And March 23rd, that stopped.
Yeah.
Like the entire
my
entire business structure around club DJing.
It's so sad.
On March 23rd. On March 24th, I was no longer a club DJ.
I feel like I took it for granted, you know, bro. When I look back, is that the right word? Yeah, it probably is actually. Because you're just not even expecting this to kind of come. And when I look back now, like the times that we were having over the last 5, 6, 7 years in the clubs, like when I've come up to see Jax in Newcastle, or me and Dubl have linked and done stuff, and with Jam and all these other events, like we had it so nice. Like the situation we're in now, to look at it, it's. I was sat down having my tea with a wife last night, and I was like, "Yo, I've put 15 years into this, and I'm out here like, what the fuck is going on, bro?"
It's so disrespectful when I hear like retrain and this. I'm like, bro, it's
what's it been training for?
Yeah, like this is that's fine if like you've got a degree to fall back on or something like that. But like as a fully grown man telling me to retrain when there's going to be a severe lack of jobs in the next 6 months anyway. So retrain, like
have you even seen what the website is throwing out when you put your details in? It tells you what you could retrain as.
Nah, I've seen a couple of people do it.
Bro, I've seen a few. Whoever was in charge of that algorithm has fucked up the base.
Well, again, this is another thing, yeah. Do you know how much money I don't know the answer to this, but do you know how much money they've probably put into that advertising campaign and that website?
Real talk.
Fucking throw it at the clubs that are desperately calling out for some money right now, or at least use that money to subsidize the clubs putting in COVID safe measures.
Real talk.
Like, instead of a fucking website that tells every single nightlife member, oh, you should retrain.
Have you seen him? You should work in cyber. Some DJ posted the other day, and I think they said he should work in like pottery or something. The violation.
I don't get it, and it's super sad, bro. To be honest, like it's when you deep it, like it's the whole situation is really fucked, and a lot of people have got it bad at the minute, but the nightlife is definitely up there. Like a lot of people have got super rich off this, by the way.
Real talk.
Yeah.
Super rich.
Yeah.
Real talk.
Super rich. And the nightlife industry is fucking dying.
Yeah.
Dying.
Does it feel like that in Dubai as well, bro? Because I know here, like, it does feel like it's the end. It feels like the end, bro.
It feels like there's going to have to be a pivot, but I feel like we're more set up to pivot over here because at least things are open. But I feel like the nightclub.
Yeah, same. I think I tweeted something like that the other day. I was like, I feel like it's the death of the nightclub.
Like, there's going to be spots to party. Mm-hmm. But it'll be pivoted into a dinner and drinks kind of thing, I think, or like lounge vibe.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if there's going to be that nightclub.
The government went against it here, bro, to be fair. Like, we've managed to stay in a lower tier, so we've not been locked down. Liverpool
Yeah,
everything's had
Newcastle
to
has
close
as well.
again. Manchester got away with it because Sasha, who owns Warehouse and a few of the other,
I've seen him on Twitter all the time.
they all ganged up and put a
But
campaign
you know,
together.
I swear everyone from Liverpool is just going to go money.
Yeah, we've got tables sold for our brunch. we've got a boatload of Liverpool girls coming over for the brunch.
Yeah. See,
how do you stop people moving between, like, Liverpool's 30 minutes up the road, bruv? Like,
yeah, like for sure.
You locked down Liverpool, like Manchester was locked down. We're all going Liverpool.
Bro, Halloween's coming up.
I know.
You know, like, you know how this is? Like, Liverpool people are just going money. Like, for Halloween, for sure.
Oh, bro,
it's looking at that already.
Yeah, but I'll say it again. Why are they not implementing this geography-based ban on clubs? If you live more than 10 miles from a venue, you cannot go in.
Yeah, I heard you speak.
Yeah, but it's impossible.
I've said it every fucking episode.
Yeah, but how do you? Yeah, but it's getting how do you monitor that though, bro? You're going to need to.
No. It's so easy. It's so easy. The clubs already have the infrastructure to do it. The scanning on the doors. You need your driving license or passport to scan to get into most venues, right? This is something that in and around London and down south, every venue has.
But imagine student-based cities where their driver's license isn't telling them where it's going to say they live in fucking
at the mum and dad's or something like that. Yeah, real talk.
But okay, so what you can do there is for now implement some kind of student ID that works with the thing. For instead of spending fucking 86 trillion on a shit website and a crappy app. Do you know what I mean? This is something that genuinely can be put in place.
We always end up debating about this, man. Fuck's sake.
Honestly,
sick of it.
Yeah,
sick of the word.
Stannis, how was money before lockdown? Like, how was it?
Before lockdown, all right, but to be fair, like, I think I kind of felt how you felt, man. I was just a little bit like just doing the student gigs and then playing out 3-4 nights a week, and like I was still enjoying it, but I was just like, something's got to give here. Like, do I contemplating getting off, and then obviously all this has happened and everything's on the back burner. But man, he's been cool. I've been playing in Liverpool a lot as well. Liverpool's been fire, man. Even after COVID, well, it's not after COVID because it's not over, but the parties that have been happening, it's like what you said before, people are coming to the club now and just are way more relaxed and just willing to have fun because they've not been able to go out. So like the rooftop parties we've done, I've been sick, actually. I've been sick. So like DJ wise, everything's been.
This is what I think.
It's been all right.
Newcastle might be struggling for a little bit at the minute because, you know, there's not the young money there is in Manchester and London and stuff in Newcastle.
Okay.
You know, like, so to try and charge like £35 for a brunch, really, like, bro, they're used to getting 3 trebles for £5.50. Like,
real talk.
You know what I mean? Like, so to try and make that work, like to try and get £35 out of someone for 2 hours, 3 hours brunch, and then the venues, like, there's not venues set up for that. Like, there's maybe one Avika, which a brunch would super work at. Like the rest,
I guess it depends what kind of brunch you're doing as well, man. If it's more of a bougie one and you need to sit down tables and whatever. I think I went to one in Newcastle. Was it Spy Bar?
Yeah, but that's not city centre still. That's like, we did the bank holiday there, didn't we?
I remember that being. I remember having a sick time at that. Yeah. But it was like it wasn't like your bougie brunch. It was more of a to let your hair down type thing.
But that's outside of the city. But that's not a bad idea, really. But I just don't feel like people. The money's not there. Like, people won't pay £35, so the venues can't make any money. So the DJs can't get paid. So it's like just this vicious circle. Like, I've seen Joe and Q have been doing a few events up in Newcastle, so like trying to fucking make it work. But I just think it's hard, bro. Like,
that's it now, bro. It's like, how do we try and maneuver around? I never thought I'd do a brunch, to be fair. It wasn't something I'd really, especially with what's going on now, but it's at the point where do we move to? Because all the gigs are locked off. If not, they're finishing at 10. Them 10 o'clock ones aren't really happening in Manny. Liverpool, the clubs have closed. I think Leeds are literally on the same thing's about to happen. So like we're just kind of doing it to provide some kind of entertainment to our followers, isn't it? But it's been the easiest. It's been the easiest sell. Like, it's not been tough to promote or get out there because people have lapped it up. But if this is the future of events, the 85 decibels, and like we'll try it. Like me and Fusion are just tag teamed to do a little project with this, and we're gonna try it. But I struggle to get in the vibe, bro, man.
Bro, same.
It's hard.
And you know what? When you're looking around, and so we had a time like this where we had to keep the music low as well. And you're DJing, and you're looking around. Obviously, no one's standing up, but they've just arrived, so they're just on their phone. Like they're not even talking between themselves, and you're like, "Oh, this is shit."
Real talk, man. I can imagine in Dubai as well. I bet you feel a little bit under pressure. The club's quiet.
So under pressure, yeah.
The early crowd are coming in. They're not even looking around.
A lot of pressure, and I'm like,
especially now because they're not dancing and in their own vibe.
Bro,
they're taking everything in that's going on, innit?
And you know, because like a lot of people look towards the DJ to get energy from as well.
Yeah.
But like we need that back from you.
100%.
As well, like
we can only do so much, innit?
Yeah, it's a two-way street here. Like I can't dance around in the booth for you all night if you're not fucking moving. You know what I mean? Like I'll tell you what, like I'll give you the music, you create the energy, and I'll give you more energy on top of that from me personally. You know what I mean?
Real talk. Yeah, you got to feed each other.
But like it's so hard when like you know that it's just all eyes on you, and you're like, I feel like you're fucking, especially on the early crowd, one song away from people being like, "This is shit."
Oh,
like,
bro. Is it like that in Dubai? Is it pressure to just stay on job and not like if you throw a curveball then it sends everyone's head west, you just lose the whole room?
Nah, I mean, because the thing is, it's not that bad because people pay money in it. So like, if you've bought a bottle, you're not going anywhere. I can play what the fuck I want.
I found myself just turning the booth monitor up loud, so then I just I created my own vibe in the booth because it's too quiet. Because it's too quiet out there. But then I got the licensing came through the club last week and did the decibel reader, so it's 85 on the floor. But I am humping my booth monitor. So the manager give me a little rundown, man. I was like, I need something to keep my energy up, bro, because everyone's staring at me, innit?
100%.
And I've got to be up here looking like I'm having fun.
Yeah, for sure. Like, for sure, especially if it's your party, bro. Like, people are going to be like, you've got to be having fun, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm trying, bro. I'm trying. But literally, I've got no gigs now. Like, Liverpool's was my last lifeline, so we're down to the brunch for now. But we're under review again, so they might change. We might be getting our level put into tier 3, so we might be in lockdown by next week, I think. Which is just fucking mad.
I wouldn't be surprised if Newcastle was as well, man. They had like 800 cases at the uni or something. Halls. And out here, I don't know what they're going to do out here. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like they should just close the fucking borders. And everyone that's in here can party properly.
Yeah, I hear that.
That stops everyone bringing it in.
Yeah. But I also seen something, because, you know, they test everyone in Dubai.
Right.
Like, it's like 80,000 tests a day. Like,
so do you have to do regular tests?
Not regular, but I've had like 3.
Right. And they're mandatory, are they?
They're not mandatory. But say you want to go, because a lot of people travel for work down to Abu Dhabi and stuff. So to go into Abu Dhabi, it's mandatory.
Right.
Okay.
So everyone coming back and forward, you have a mandatory test, and 6 days later, you got to have another mandatory test. Right. A lot of people's works implement it. If one person gets COVID, everyone's got to get a test. Right. Like, you know, stuff like this. So like,
is this the test? Is this the test that they put up your nose?
Yeah.
Fucking hell, is it intense?
Is it like really far?
Nah, that's easy.
It looks like they're sticking it into man's brains in some of these videos I've seen.
Have you not had a test?
No.
Mad. I'm mad. Bro, you can't get a test here, bro. It's impossible. They've got all these test centres and there's no one in him. Well, there's 2 near me, and then they look abandoned, mate. It's like some Walking Dead shit.
But yeah, so they're testing like 80,000. So obviously, like, it's going to look like their cases are quite high. But like, I just feel like if you just lock the airports off, and then everyone in here
just contain it, innit? Yeah, I hear that.
Like, and could have a good time, and we could be partying properly, dancing.
I think the difference is as well.
I'm so selfish though. Like I want
guys, like, just lock the borders so we can party. Fuck
thing.
you guys.
Parties to these people. You got to think how much big business and massive money the people in charge are making. Not just the Dubai, but all governments. Like they don't make that much money from people going partying. They make money from business and doing all these like even big pharmaceuticals and stuff.
They can't get the fingers in the pies of the nightclub industry in it, and there's so much money in it, bro. There's all. Oh, I've got conspiracy theories and shit, but we're not going to go into that today.
Okay.
Let's not go into that one today.
Do you know what I mean? Like people flying in and out of Dubai on big business. There's a lot of money exchanging hands. I don't mean like brown envelope money, but there's a lot of big contracts get done. But especially
but there's also a lot of money here already.
Yeah, true.
Dubai got the peas,
that's probably
mate.
because of the business that's being done in the country. Do you know what I mean? So shut the borders and suddenly all the Russian investors and all the architects and building companies and all of that stuff can't come in to survey things and build buildings. Like it's going to
The building's still going on like normal. It's fucking crazy, bro.
Well, these guys, I watched I watched some sad stuff on YouTube, me. I think one come up where it was the building the Burj Khalifa.
Right. Yeah.
And the guys at one guy at the top, bruv, putting the light on, and he's just got it's got like a little rig on and all that. I was like, bruv,
that guy needs a spacesuit on for doing that job,
bro.
bro.
Scared.
Yeah, they're non-stop still, like just.
That's crazy. Like, it's fair. The building didn't stop here either, did it? I remember the first couple of weeks of lockdown, but everyone's like, "Well, why are the builders still putting up gaps?"
Yeah. It was roadworks and quote unquote essential building.
Yeah, essentials. Anyway.
I think that rounds us up today.
Yeah, man. We could be in here all day, mate. But
we've got a tin of conspiracy theories to open, but that's gonna have to wait till the next episode.
I'm gonna do that another time. Have you got a view from there, Jax? If there's a balcony, what's your view saying?
Our balconies through in the living room. I made like the other side of our buildings.
Okay. Is it?
Yeah, but this side is like City Walk. It's like there's a new arena. They just built it, the Coca-Cola arena.
Okay, sick.
Opposite that, but it's like literally unused though because it got finished at COVID time.
Wow, so just building arenas just to sit there chilling.
Bro, the biggest arena in Dubai, and they still light it up every night and stuff. Like but literally no events.
Mad.
Crazy.
Well, if you might see me in a couple of weeks, fam.
Come through, fam. It was meant to be Expo this year, isn't it?
Yep. Seen all the advertisements for that. That's mad.
That
would have been sick as well.
So Dubai 2020 Expo is basically, it was when Dubai is meant to be finished and open to the world. So like,
oh right, okay, all the construction done and
business ideas, like trade stuff,
sick.
and bro, it was meant to start October.
Mad.
Not happening, mate.
No, it's not happening now.
And they've been planning this for years, bro. I think they're sending a rocket into space.
Yeah, bro. And even the world, even the fucking.
They've
I know it's obviously. I know it's not
money. It's probably got a massive vodka bottle attached to it as well.
Sending a giant bottle of vodka into space on a 20-foot sparkler.
That's an expensive bottle show.
Yes, Jackson.
Dubl. That's the best thing. That's the best thing you've said all week. They're gonna send up a 50-liter bottle of fucking Grey Goose. Oh Lord, that's crazy. Sick, man. Yo, Jax, thanks for
Yeah, I appreciate it, bro.
Thanks for taking 2 hours out your day, brother.
Always good speaking to you as well. Both of you guys.
Looks like you're living the good life, mate.
I'm trying, bro. It's not. You know how it is. We're still in the same business, so like.
Yeah,
never
true
know
story.
what's happening, but
I'd rather be there than here, though, mate. I'll tell you that.
I feel it.
Where can the man then plug in on your socials, Arkid? Where you living? Where's your base?
Instagram, DJ_Jax. Always the easiest one to hit me on. Twitter, DJJax_UK. Mixcloud, DJJax_UK as well. Sick.
Dubl. Shit. All good, mate. Hashtag TalkOverPod at TalkOverPod on Instagram and Twitter, and YouTube and Amazon when it clears, but they're taking ages. But we will be on Amazon podcast soon. For now, Apple, Spotify, and YouTube. Yeah.